Axel. Boom, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Comeback City. We've had a lot of drama. Let me lower the mic a little bit. By the way, this might be a little bit of a scuffed stream. Have had a lot of technical issues over the last week due to some problems behind the scenes. But we are here. We're live. We're rocking. We're rolling. How is my desktop audio? Guys, if there's anything wrong when it comes to audio or settings or visuals, please let us know because there's a lot going on, okay? How is everyone doing, ladies and gentlemen? Hoping everyone's having a great time. Welcome to another episode of the Comeback City. I am Sky.
I am Sky. I'm Lance.
And we are both Sky. So I hope everyone's doing decent. Welcome one and all. We have to do completely top to bottom, settings and updates. We had to swap over from Streamlabs over to OBS. So hello, guild. Hope everyone's doing good. Thank you for Maten for notifying the guild. Let them know. Luna, how we doing? Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are here in the chat and you're ready for an awesome episode of Hype Midnight World of Warcraft Copium, let's get some ones in the chat, baby.
Yep,
Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get some ones in the chat. Let's get hype. We got a lot to get into and not a lot of time. We're busy adults. We're here to have fun, but not for a long time because you got to take your back pill. You got to go to bed.
Guys, we're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time.
That's right. So hopefully things are relatively smooth tonight. It's weird. Why is that a vertical layout?
Seems loud. Scott.
Sorry, Lance. I'm trying my best here. Trying my best. There's a lot going on. There we go. That seems a little bit more leveled. Holy shit. Yo, so shout out to everyone in the guild, man. The guild is growing drastically. By the way, right now, guys, I think we're filling up in terms of the first guild and, making sure we're full over there, prep for midnight. By the way, guys, I only have one question to ask you before we really dive into the show.
Okay.
Do you guys know what you're going to main heading into Midnight WoW? Guys, it is officially on the clock. We are now 3 weeks away. Exactly.
Holy crap.
Well, I would say
a little bit less.
A little bit less.
No, but I understand I understand what you're saying.
But thank you so much. Scaldir reached a 25 stream streak. That's insane. Thank you, buddy. Shout out to you. 25's insane. Wow, Scaldir. You and your freaking devastation, man. Yo, Ali Tassat, what's going on, baby? Guys, we got to do a quick roll call. See who's here early. We got Luna, Maten, Leaky Bow, Julia, Radio Mango, which is Juan Epstein, Nomaganis, Rita Rabbit, Justin Cody, Hells Rocker, Handline, Haven, CR Weave, Justin, CR Weave again, Danables, Irochi, Shadow, For the Casual Dad, Ramfist, Shadow, Orothian, KJR, XJR, holy shit.
Who does the starting song before you guys start? That would be the Midnights. That would be Shadows by the Midnight, just so you know.
True.
And it's not Sky singing, although
I wish it was.
Wish it was.
So yeah, guys, a lot to go into. Let's go through some of your responses really quick. And once again, if you guys are in the guild, let the guild know that we're live. It's time. Get everyone, bring them to the Comeback City. The show is about to kick off and start. We're opening it up with some warm-up questions. I want to talk to you guys and hear Lance's opinion as well. We got Resto Shaman, Paladin, whoa. Elemental Shaman, that's insane. Blood Elf, fucking Destruction Warlock. Survival Hunter, but back to Marksman. Okay. Pally, Demon Hunter, Decal. Main to Rep Pally, but time for Monk. Oh, you're crazy. Mage, Paladin all day. That's crazy, dude. Prop Pally or Big Daddy Bear. Listen, there's a lot of variety here. There's a lot going on down in the world of the comeback kids, in the community, in the guild.
Okay.
Lance, the question is, 3 weeks out, what are you planning on main? The people need to know what's going on. What's in it for Lance?
I'm going to be honest. I really thought it was going to be Devour.
Where's my alert box?
It might not be now, though. I'm actually considering maybe changing it up.
Oh, I don't have my alert box.
To maybe Unholy Death Knight.
No.
I'm considering...
Unholy Death Knight.
Considering...
Unholy fucking Death Knight.
I could lean that way. I don't know yet. We're going to see.
Never happened. Healer, Bear. Wow, okay. That's crazy. Listen. Guys, last discussion and topic obviously is really big. we do have a very important Wowhead post and something that I checked out on Twitter. It's been kind of like the trend right now with one of these add-ons out, Lance. And like, guys, let me know if you've heard of this add-on. It's an add-on that will display the total playtime of each class on your account. And I saw someone's account. It was like 900 days of just Paladin.
That sounds right. Paladin players are usually pretty loyal to Paladin.
Will Ret be decent next expansion or hard to say still? It's a little hard to say because there is still going to be tuning, but they're not bad. Ret seems fine. Are they insane on the damage meters? No. But when is Ret really ever insane on the damage? They're just, I would say, good to above average. Some best utility in the game. Always great to have a Ret Paladin.
If you like Ret, play your Ret.
Yeah, I agree. So guys, listen, we're going to go through this add-on in just a second and talk about it and just, talk about, what's going on, and maybe you guys can download it and maybe we'll share some pictures in Discord. I want to see what all you guys are playing and how long you've played some of these classes. It's a very, very interesting thing. You'll be a Necrolancer. That's crazy. Hunter BM and farming. Wow. Well, the Void is notoriously afraid of undead, so Death Knight is a pretty smart choice. Shit, you're probably right. Hoodies, what's going on, baby? Welcome to the stream. I'm at round 3 years, 207 days, 70 days. 3 years, 270 days / played. Is that true?
Almost 5 years.
You're a fucking animal.
You're a god, bro. You're a god.
Yo, you are a god. A little loud. Holy
Where
shit.
was I? What dungeon was I in?
Post that thing in general.
Sky yesterday. That
Mate, thank you for the 3 stream streak. Shout out to you.
What was that? Forge. What was the dungeon I told you I was running yesterday? The music in there. I forgot what it was.
I think it was a Shadowlands dungeon.
No, it was a Wrath dungeon that I was grinding to get this sword.
Check the text, but
bro,
wow.
I want you to put the music on because it literally did not feel like I was playing WoW. It felt like I was like watching Bleach.
Wow.
And it was just so crazy. There was an electric guitar.
Oh, interesting.
It was crazy.
How fucking interesting. Look at you, you dirty dog.
Also, I ran some time walking last night with some brand new guildies who had just joined the guild. Now it's very cool. We did a whole 5 stack of just comeback kids.
It's getting to that point, guys, where now, remember, you're in the Comeback Kids Guild. You got a community. Staho Epoch with the resubscribe with the Prime. Our alert box is messed up on this screen, so we'll have to see if we can get it fixed up on the next one. But thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate the love. If you guys are in the chat, show some love to your community support members, man. Let's get some Comeback Kid icons in the chat, because guess what? It ain't never too late.
For a comeback.
For a comeback. That's right. Let's go. Put some Comeback Kid icons in the chat. Shout out to you. Much love, buddy Staho. Always showing love. Very interesting, though, when it comes to that music. I've realized music, man, can have such a ginormous impact on an experience of something. Like, it could be anything. Listen, it could be a coffee shop. It can be walking into Universal Studios or Disney. Certain songs can bring you back to memories. Like, how many of you guys have played World of Warcraft for 15, 20 years, 10 years, however long, and you hear a certain track, and you instantly go back to a moment that you're like, damn, I remember doing that and doing XYZ during this time while that song was on. For example, some of the Elwyn music, thank you for the follow, Ginge. For some of the Elwyn music, I remember very vividly being a lot younger, but leveling a human rogue and killing the bears and the murlocs, as well as the wolves over at the camp to the right, the Eastvale Logging Camp. Yeah, and I remember doing those quests, and what I was listening to was the Elwyn Forest, but also on my headphones was Imagine Dragons' Demons. I'm sure you know that song.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I was listening to that song, and every time I hear that song, it instantly transports me back to Elwyn Forest, which is very odd, but it's crazy how things like that. Do you have any songs in, like, in the IRL world, like for maybe EBC or doing your
yeah, Sade, 100%.
Sade.
During COVID and during that whole 2019 all the way to TBC Classic.
How funny.
I just listened to that while I was grinding constantly.
How funny is that? So isn't it funny that if you ever hear said song, it takes you back? Do you guys have any songs in IRL that you usually listen to that you love to hear? And then maybe you're playing World of Warcraft, and if you ever hear it again, it transports you back in time to a certain area. Grizzly Hills music, yeah, it's classic. The music in the inn sends me. Oh, for sure, for sure. For sure, absolutely. Absolutely. Without a doubt. System of the Down. That's
Oh, you know what I
crazy.
just heard? The singer from Three Doors Down.
Yeah.
Just passed away.
Oh. That's horrible.
Yeah.
I'm here without you, baby. Are
Yeah.
you still with me in my dream?
My wife told me that right before
Damn, that
I was
sucks.
getting out of the car to come into the
Damn,
house.
rest in peace, man.
Yeah,
That's horrible.
big rest in power.
Big rip, dude.
Rest in
Big
power.
rip. That sucks. Eversong Woods, true. Any gifty subs?
It's Draenei Starting Zone. I love that music, by the way, and I listen to Azure Mist music all the time. What was that?
Gang Stout with the Prime.
Oh,
Thank you so much. Gang Stout. Yo, I gotta get my
Yeah.
alert box fixed. We're gonna get it going in just a second, guys. For me, it's Draenei Starting Zone. Oh,
Yeah, Azure Mist is.
Luna. Oh, wait a second, Luna. Wait a second. You activated something in my brain. Hold on, calculating. Answer found. I remember being in middle school, playing Draenei with my brother. I'm a paladin. I don't know what the fuck he was. I don't remember. And we're going through it. And we're looking for the Blood Elf Bandit to find the bandit mask.
Oh, that used to be so much fun.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it used to be so much
So
fun.
things like that, man, that's what I'm talking about. Howling Fjord all day, great.
Yeah, the
Fantastic.
fjord is.
You know what's crazy is we're
Well,
listening to Northern Transport music right now, which is, I mean, I would say it's along the same sort of boat. Is it, gonna do anything for me personally? No, but still good music. Warsong Ghost soundtrack. Oh yeah, let me tell you something. That music reminds me of when I would just play a Blood Elf Rogue. I would farm the Cursed Fellblades from RFC. I would kill people at like level 13, 14 as a combat Blood Elf Rogue.
Uh-huh.
And then, boom.
And then
I
you
would
would go and get Butcher Slicers.
And then I would delete the character and do it all over again.
100%.
I don't know what was wrong with me back then, but we did it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got 3 more weeks of hype. Before we start the show, we're starting in about 2 more minutes when we hit the 20-minute mark. Really quick, number 1, if you're in the guild online, type in guild chat. Let them know the Comeback City, Sky, and Lance are live. Please, guys, help us out. Get the community, get the guild in here.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Thank
you
you,
know
Ramphis.
what's probably healthy for a lot of people, and what I would kind of recommend is try not to play so much WoW right now.
Yeah, that's
Try to kind of take a step back, because there's really not that much to do right now anyway that's going to help you come midnight. It could be better. Take a step back. Enjoy a little time away, because in 3 weeks' time, I know we're all going to be a little degenerate at the start of midnight. I know I'm literally gonna take a couple of days off work. I told my wife, listen, guys, or honey, yeah, that
Guys.
first week.
He goes, listen, guys. Hey.
Hey, that's my son. That's what I'm telling my son. But listen, I'm gonna have to freaking play this.
Listen,
game,
guys.
okay? So yeah, listen, I'm taking a little bit of time off. I've been logging in to just kind of target farm some transmog weapons I want.
Nothing wrong with that.
But I'm not really like
It's smart.
doing anything.
It's smart. Additionally, small topic that I want to dive into, the Burning Crusade officially launched the other day.
So I hear.
Has anyone tried it out before midnight? Because I'll be honest, I'm raising my hand here. I have been playing a bit of TBC.
Oh.
And I want to make one thing very clear. I don't want to knock anybody for anything. I still hold a very special place in my heart. And I want to hear your guys' opinions as well. Classic and TBC are some of the most incredible experiences of all time. There's not much better. Really, there really isn't. It's such a phenomenal, nostalgic, wholesome, amazing experience. But I have to get something off my chest, guys. And this is going to hurt to some of you. I no longer see Classic and TBC as my main version of World of Warcraft anymore at all. When it comes to the first thing I think of World of Warcraft, it isn't Classic anymore. It isn't Classic, it isn't TBC. It's actually retail now. And what I mean by that is that I think for me, for someone who has not too long to play every day at all, let alone all week,
Okay.
Classic just does not mesh with me well. It takes so long in Classic or TBC to do anything. And it is very, very difficult to find myself enjoying something in there because I feel like I'm just it's everything takes so long, and not because I want the easy way out, but just simply because it's long because I don't know what am I trying like
well, that friction does create
it's a lot.
It creates immersion,
man.
right? And you don't want to like walk the line of saying that's a bad thing, right? It taking time is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's the style of the game, and it makes everything feel more meaningful, right?
For sure.
But I could definitely understand where you're coming. I haven't even tried it, by the way, and I am going to try TBC and do some leveling on the side before midnight. Yeah. But I understand what you mean. It's like, man, when you've already been there and you've done that now, not once, but twice, and this is the third go-round.
It's a lot.
It's like,
I'm tired.
Does it feel worth it to do?
Listen, I'll put it this way, ladies and gentlemen, okay? I'm very pampered in what I can do. I'm very lucky. Lucky in a sense. Hold on. I don't want to say anything like that. I don't have children. Of course, I have my woman I've been with for a very long time, so I have that responsibility, but I don't have a big mortgage. I work from home. I work on making content for a full-time living. Of course, it's exhausting. 7 days a week, of course. But guess what? Everybody in this chat works hard. So if you make the argument of I work too hard.
I can't see that name.
Benji Magus, thank you for the prime. I really appreciate it. It doesn't exist,
so
the
much,
whole
buddy.
I work too hard thing. Everybody works hard. And guess what? Even classic players work hard.
Of course.
But my point is just for me, as someone who's still just too busy with my work and my woman and my family. Shout out to you, Benji Magus. Yo, if you guys are here, get some comeback kid icons in the chat for Benji. Listen.
Oh!
Guys, we got to make this one a habit. All of us in this chat, we're a strong, tight-knit community here at the Comeback Kids, man. Jack Shinra, thank you so much for the prime as well. Comeback Kid icons in the chat for the back-to-back.
I wish I could help with the Twitch. I cannot read names on Twitch at all, bro.
But my point is, guys, it's just simply, you got to know what version fits for you better and works for you. For me, Classic and TBC, and man, you know what really scares me, Lance, and I want to hear your thoughts on this.
Okay.
I hope I don't get that same feeling about Classic Plus. Because what if it comes out and it's incredibly slow and it just doesn't fit my schedule? Like, I'm not a hardcore player.
But also, I could see that could be a little bit different because there's going to be different and new things still at the end of the day.
Okay.
So even if it's a little bit longer, it's not going to feel like... And I can understand why you feel like this for TBC because you've been there and done that now, just like I said, twice already.
Plus. Yeah, that's awesome.
And it's like, okay, this feels a little bit like a waste of time. Not that it is or isn't because it's games, but it's just like you've been there already. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I could see in Classic Plus it being different because there's new shit too.
The problem
it's a new adventure.
Is I've been playing retail for a year and a half straight. I haven't touched Classics in Season of Discovery. Like, I have not. At all, in the slightest. So going back to TBC, guys, listen to this. They don't have a fucking dungeon journal built into the game. It doesn't exist. There's no such thing as like a real solid group finder. They did add one because they didn't want people to use an add-on for something like that. So technically that wasn't in the game either. Trade chat. Why he is fucking naked?
Yeah, why are you fucking naked?
Yo, who's naked, bro? I'm not naked.
Put a shirt on, man.
Listen. So they don't have a dungeon journal built in game. Their trade chat in every chat window is spammed with people being like, want to sell summons, 10G, want to sell boost, looking for bis tank, looking for fucking bis this, dungeon spam. It's like, you want to talk about immersion breaking. I feel like it's shit like that. And by the way, you want to talk about a game that is desperately in need of add-ons to be able to play? It is for sure Classic and TBC. And obviously, I'm not throwing shade or attacks at anybody, but a lot of the times, Classic players say certain things that don't really add up to what they're up to. Like, I had this amazing experience the other day, guys. Let me tell you about it. It's very awesome. I'm sure you've experienced it. I was running a dungeon in the Burning Crusade. It was a very good time, incredibly slow. It took about 2 hours to finish the fucking dungeon, okay?
What dungeon?
It was Ramparts, the very first dungeon. It was literally
2 hours.
Okay, probably an hour and a half. Let me stop because we wiped 3 times. Now, when you die in Classic and TBC, not only do you have to run back to the dungeon when the fucking respawn is 6 miles away, you have to run in and then run to the end of wherever you died from. Bro, It was literally, it's a 15-minute adventure.
You know,
I'm exhausted.
Sometimes you forget that that was the way. Even if you played Classic, even if you played back then, sometimes now you forget that that's how things were, right?
Yeah, of course.
And I think no matter what now, if you die in a dungeon,
well,
in
Anaki, one thing, those little mythic things and all that, selling this, and that, those boosts, that's not technically supposed to be allowed, right? Aren't they supposed to be trying to go?
They have their own channel for that now. I think
now, yeah. So technically, it's not supposed to be allowed spamming something like that in chat. Like they want you to have specifically, like, if you're looking for something. I think LFG, they have a tab now in Midnight for that. But anyways, what were you saying? Sorry, Lance.
I have no idea. I forgot.
We were talking about you forget that.
Oh, you forget the quality of life that has been added to the game, and it's just like,
bro, even something as simple as a dungeon journal to see what boss drops what, so I can go farm something. It doesn't exist.
Yeah,
and it's insanity.
These things don't.
Guys, also, you know what was driving me crazy is the talent tree. It was driving me fucking crazy. I couldn't do a basic like loadout to see if I like this build and then lock it in. Every point you lock in, that's it, you're donezo. So you mess up 1 point, you're in trouble. Because obviously 1 point mess up can mean the capstone talent, which you need the capstone talent, is very critical. So things like that. And then you can't change specs whenever, it's just dual spec, you know? And it's just little things that you don't even realize, like yeah, things like this should just be basic. Like
I kind of like those. And listen, when I'm in the mood to play Classic, I actually don't want all of the quality of life of retail, because then why am I playing Classic? Right? So I really do think it works for that game, and it fits that game and the style they're going for. And I don't want them to walk this slippery, like, I don't want Classic Plus to have all the retail shit.
No, absolutely not. Listen, and I want to ask you guys about this. When it comes to Classic Plus, as a retail player who may be very casually interested, I'm not talking about the hardcore Classic players, because they're probably going to get their way most of the time with this. But I just want to hear your thoughts. What are some things that you feel could be in there? And then what are some things that maybe could be a stretch? Like, for example, obviously, transmog is a stretch, right? More flight paths, that seems like something that's an easy win.
They should definitely
Guild
have that.
Banks, that seems like an easy win.
That needs to be
an LFG tab, not like looking for dungeon as in teleport you there, but an actual LFG tab to find groups, and it's like retail. I feel like that's a win. So things like that, and I just want to hear your guys' thoughts maybe as a casual retail player.
Brandon, leveling raids, I don't think that's a good use of
I think maybe more dungeons.
More
dungeons,
sure,
are easy.
But I don't think making raids is a good use of time.
Yeah, because they're one and done,
right? I just
they're
don't
one
think.
And done, unless they just copy from SOD. Would that be a horrible thing to do?
Unless you mean like SOD, but then that only works. It worked for SOD because
we were forced into those phases.
Yeah, they kept you at those levels. So if they're gonna do level banding, and like, okay, you're 25, let's make a 25 raid. That's different. But if they're just going to allow, say, hey, go 1 to 60, I don't think it's
By the way, this is a hot take. I love the way SOD progressed. This is a hot take. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Hold on, and I'm going to ask yours in a second. Let me ask this question. To the audience members in here, we've got about 140, 150 people. Do you guys like the idea of those level brackets where you're level 30, locked in, Black Fathom Depths, you're there for about 2 months, on to the next... Bada bing, bada boom, and see how it goes from there. By the way,
if they could do it, if they could do it and keep it so you know it's an 8-week cadence, you're in these dungeons.
Okay.
You know, that gives you a week to level, and then you're running your raid 7 weeks.
Okay.
Boom, you're on to the next. That would be cool, and by the way, would help them
space out work,
but also
workload.
Not even just that, because they should have. I don't want them to do with SOD. If they're going to do that, have the whole way to 60 ready to go. But it could allow them to get data they need for endgame. Right?
Wow, remove the bonus XC from dungeon farming. Yeah, yes, that shit
100%.
Great. Let me tell you something, guys. On TBC right now, it is every single streamer that will talk shit about retail. They'll be like, Retail has no world experience. It's a dungeon simulator. It's an instance queue pop simulator. You sit in a capital city and just instantly teleport. It's all bullshit. There's no story. There's no world. Every single one of those players right now, you go on Twitch right fucking now and look it up. Every single one of them are dungeon spamming as much as they can. Zarya was on stream. He had a notepad on his stream. This is obviously no knock to Zarya. You can do whatever the fuck he wants. He had a notepad comparing what the fastest, comps were for running this specific dungeon. And he was timing comparisons between melee cleaves of warriors and a shaman healer, caster cleave of warlocks and mages, and he was comparing. It was fucking insanity.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Going back, I want to go back to the level banding.
Trusting you without looking, that's great.
I don't want to just... I think the level banding thing is very interesting, and... You know, I didn't even consider that when I was thinking about
By the way,
Classic
Nicholas
Plus.
Lee, I agree. Okay.
I didn't consider
level
that,
bracket?
but I think they have to.
Bro,
and maybe
I
not
think
even
it
8
would
weeks. Maybe
bang.
6 weeks is good, not
Sure,
8 weeks.
Sure, but think about it like this. You get maybe 1 or 2 more dungeons up to that level bracket, 1 through 30. You get a max level dungeon,
And then
you get a raid.
10-man raid.
10-man raid. But don't give us fucking absolutely overpowered gear like Sod did.
The
Sod,
BFD gear was fine.
are you out of your mind? The Staff of the Ancient Walker
Okay,
was...
well, there's a few outliers, but for the most part, the BFD gear was fine. Because, like, even the sword, the
sword,
Hydra sword was not
It was
even that
caster
powerful.
gear that was the problem.
Yes.
It was caster gear. It wasn't melee gear or range gear or even rogue gear. It doesn't matter. And even the tier sets were fine because I think there were like a 3-piece sets
Yes.
for like basic bullshit. But from what I remember correctly, the spellcaster gear was absolutely
Well, because
beyond
that
broken.
weapon was giving you like gear that
think it
was
was
level
26.
60 in regular vanilla.
I think it was maybe 20 spell power. And
Yeah,
the
no,
Staff of Jordan gave you, I believe, 26.
You don't want to do that,
That was ridiculous.
right? You don't want to do that.
Hot take, introduce tier system like Delves to Classic Plus Dungeon.
Interesting.
Or maybe
Interesting.
cosmetics? Sure.
Yeah, by the way, Brandon Cruz, you're right. And that's what I was just saying. Like, I think the BFD gear, for the most part, outside of a couple of outliers, was fine. Nomer was when it got ridiculous.
By the way, Valerian, I agree. Make LFG like Mythic Plus Group Finder, no teleport to dungeon, and then you have to go there walk on your own. I see nothing wrong with that.
they have that now in Classic.
Yeah, but it's not as good. It's still half-baked.
Okay, well, make it better.
It's still half-baked.
Definitely
Let's
make
be
it
very
better.
clear. But I really love that idea. I think that's really good. Do you guys think that would be bad or good? Like, literally, the Mythic Plus Group Finder tool. So you click the dungeon that you're looking for,
Because people are
fucking
already
boom,
using
boom,
a
boom.
shit version of it in that stupid add-on, the
Yeah, like it's
bulletin board.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So we have to do the
Put
thing
it in the game.
We have to do the shit that retail's doing right now where we're eliminating the use of bullshit add-ons, bringing it in the game. Edit mode. True. I don't even know what we're talking about. A barbershop. Can I get a barbershop? Can I cut my fucking hair? Bulletin board. Bulletin board is swamp, bro. God. Major swamp. Summoning stones will be great. Absolutely, I agree. Get rid of the whole warlock summoning services. That shit is crazy. Like,
Yeah, you got to stop those mafias, and summoning stones is the easiest way to do it.
yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
It's literally like you go in Burning Crusade right now, your chat, bro, is, oh my god, it's swarmed with people selling you shit. And this is why people on Classic, they buy gold on these shady sites, Lance, because they see all these conveniences that retail would normally give them, but they're locked behind paywalls and gold, so they buy gold to get the conveniences.
Yeah,
It's
I
the
mean,
same shit.
There's nothing, and by the way, listen, I think for Classic Plus, a lot of things TBC ended up adding is the original Classic Plus. Like, they definitely need to do shit like that, 100%.
I agree.
Like, summoning stones should be in. You know, having things like heroism. By the way, I think
summons today. That's crazy.
I think they should base, and especially if you're gonna do like these dungeons, like level banding raids, do TBC itemization on the dungeons.
For sure, I agree. Now I want to ask you guys. This is a hot take. The history of WoW Phase 3 SOD has never been seen. You can't overlook that data. I don't know what that means. I think you maybe meant Phase 2. Near the end,
No,
or near
Phase
the
3
end of
SOD
Phase
was
1.
a fucking disaster, but it wasn't a disaster just because of Sunken Temple. Let's make that clear.
No, the peak of SOD was at the end of Phase 1, about to go into Phase 2. I know for a fact, 100%, that was the peak of SOD in terms of player count and number. But that will never change. So let me go back to my question. My question is this, guys. This is very critical. I want to hear your thoughts. Would it be that bad to have something like Delves in Classic Plus? Where it's a solo player experience? Hold on, wait a second. Let's talk about it before we instantly give a no. Let's think about it for a second.
I don't want to necessarily say no.
Because I feel like they would do Delves better. And I feel like it would be a better experience in Classic. Think about it.
I would say maybe do it, but do it more in a way like where you can't do it maybe solo at all. Like maybe you trio.
But what's the point of that?
And no companion.
Okay, no companion.
No companion, that's lame.
That would be ridiculous.
And you should have to do duo or trios.
So it's just a mini dungeon group?
Yes.
Then you would never find a tank again.
Yeah, but this is still classic, right? Duo and no companion. I think duo and no companion would be dope.
I'll take duo.
And maybe make it so you don't need a tank necessarily.
I'll take duo.
Duo would be dope. By the way, if you could duo, we would probably do it together all day, every day.
Probably right.
It would probably be the biggest reason we would play Classic Plus.
You're probably right. The most fun I had in SOD was Karazhan Crypts patch. Wow, a lot of people said that. A lot of people said that. 3-man dungeons, Prop Pal and Disc Priest would own. Yeah. Be the tank you want to see in the world. That's crazy. They need a companion, but not them an annoying one that pulls everything, please. Yeah, that's just...
Nah, I think in Classic, I wouldn't want the companion. I think that would be... It just doesn't fit.
Hunter pet tank? Yes. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, Hunters would be a good person to bring. Hunters having to buy ammo from a vendor without ammo, no game.
True.
Definitely you can't take away that, though. Hunters, you can't, like in Classic Plus, don't take things like that away.
No, I mean, you can't...
That's immersion, that is good for immersion, having to buy ammo. I know it's annoying as shit, and I would not want it in retail ever again. But in Classic, I would want it.
Yeah. Now, a big one for me, and we're about to get into the meat of some stuff right now. A big one for me was, man, the talent tree thing. Like, the fact that I couldn't test out a build and, like, see what's going on, see how I feel, see if I like the gameplay. Either that or I'm spending a lot of gold. And that sucked.
A lot of gold you probably don't have.
No, I do not. Hot take, should Hunters buy ammo again?
No, not again. So. Never again.
I just don't think it fits in, sadly. You don't want an NPC screaming at you not to stand there in a Classic dungeon? Oh, God. And Classic Plus needs to be totally different than Classic. I don't think totally different. I just think it needs to be that nice in-between of convenience features. Honestly, it shouldn't even be more like Classic. It should be more so like TBC. It should be TBC Plus.
You have to keep it Classic, like, and I know everyone keeps saying things like Classic coded, where it's like, you keep that spirit. Otherwise, what the fuck is the point of playing it?
Yeah.
If it's like retail.
Yeah.
You want it to still feel like Classic.
I mean, you're right.
Plus new content. I mean, that's it.
I mean, you're right.
More ways to play. Make it so it's not just raid or die for PvE. That could be cool.
I agree.
Right?
Right.
Also, hot fucking take.
Oh, boy.
This whole world buff shit's gotta go. And the being able to stack 1 million potions and flasks and elixirs.
Let's just ask the chat. Fuck your opinion. Hey, guys. 150 of you in here. Who thinks world buffs and absolutely insane requirements of potions and buffs and food buffs should just die? Anyone in this chat would possibly disagree with something like that? That is the most absolute swamp-ass game design I've ever seen. Now, in terms of theory, immersion, and just being overall cool, it's very cool. I love the idea of I killed Onyxia, I turn in the quests, we get powerful because of it. But the problem is, it's not like that. It's actually, they're not designing it like that. And now the players don't play it like that. They play it as a meta opportunity to freaking parse a little bit higher on their fucking dual-wielding Fury Warrior.
The BFD world buff was perfect. And that's what, like, just, okay.
Yeah, wasn't it like movement speed?
It's not even just that. It's like 1 is fine.
Yeah.
Like, okay, fine. 1, and it's good for casters. It's good for melee characters. I don't think it should be. I have to go here. Yeah. Especially
Hell no.
It's not like it was anyway now. Everyone's just getting teleported.
God forbid you get ganked by a rogue.
No.
You don't have a trinket. You're sitting a cheap shot kidney into a blind full reset sap cheap shot kidney combo. No one in the game is living that, not even tanks.
Well, Zero, you still should have Flask. I just don't like the whole popping Flask,
Mongoose
elixirs.
It's Mongoose, Battle Potion,
No, man.
Agility Pot, strength pot, strength food.
Once again, you go to it the
What
way
the
TBC
fuck?
did
Yeah,
it.
just go to TBC.
Go to the way TBC did
Go to
that too.
TBC. I agree. I agree 100%. If a modern MMORPG was made today, it wouldn't have a world buff system. Classic Plus has a problem with trying to appease nostalgia versus modernizing. I think
yes, but also those players don't want it to be modernized,
At
which it is what it is. That's how they want their game to be. But if a new game released and it was not called World of Warcraft and it was like the same game as Classic today, it would not be popular.
no, absolutely not. Easy.
It
If
would not
this
be.
same game was released today, no, people would not pick it up. It'd be too much for a niche category of MMO players. Like, these players that still play Classic, they love the fact that it's figured out. They love it. Even though they want to pretend like they don't, and they want in a new exciting world. They love it.
They don't pretend. I heard a few people this week, a few different creators say that they like it because it is solved. And that now it's like they love the optimization of trying to push it to the absolute limits.
I mean, I'm sure it's fun. Are you saying if TBC came out today? No, I think he was talking about Classic.
Classic.
TBC is different.
If you made, I think I think that too.
It's apples and oranges, TBC, but I'm sorry, but I'll never play Classic. Listen, we're not saying
And that's
there's
fine.
anything-
It's not for everyone.
Yeah, there's nothing majorly wrong with Classic. Classic, I will go to my grave saying I think the best MMO ever is Classic WoW. But hold on, you got to understand. There's little caveats that come to this statement. It's the best MMO ever during fucking COVID when we all have 10 hours a day to play, if not more.
Man.
It's the best. It's the best MMO ever when you're in your teens and high school, when you come home from high school and you could play all day. It's the best MMO ever when you have unlimited time and no bills and mommy and daddy are paying everything for you and you got no responsibilities, no kids, no wife. Best MMO ever. But if I'm an adult, I don't have time.
Oh,
I don't have time. Benji, shout out to you. Gave out 1 community subs. Thank you so much. If you guys are here, show some love. Get some comeback kid icons in the chat, baby. Comeback kid icons in the chat.
you got people that are going to retirement that are playing MMO these days. That's definitely true as well. You're correct.
For sure. What do you mean? There are a couple people in our guild that I talk to in voice chat. For sure. The real conspiracy. Oh, boy.
Look, I was in college when
Shout
this
out
game
Gino.
came out. Never had someone paying my bills. Well, that's good.
I just turned 40.
That's pretty cool.
Never had someone pay bills. Wait, are
When
you
he
playing
was
it
playing
now?
the game.
Oh, wow.
When he started, he was already paying his own bills.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, but also it's yeah. I mean,
I got to experience WoW when I was in elementary school, middle school, high school. I grew up playing WoW,
I definitely.
and I was very fortunate to be able to go through my entire life. You guys have to understand, me and Lance, our entire life, literally, from like earliest memories, are World of
I
Warcraft.
actually don't
like
I
literally.
barely remember my life without World
I
of
don't
Warcraft.
know what type of games I was playing. Like what, Guitar Hero? Like
Definitely a lot of Guitar Hero.
So my point is like we have a passion and love so deep for World of Warcraft, it's embedded into our entire conception of children to teenagers to adults, like top to bottom. So like when we talk about things when it comes to World of Warcraft and the love we have, it's not some bullshit fake, look for views type. Like, no, it's our life. And now literally it is my whole life because now it pays my bills. But I think you guys get my point.
How old are your niece and nephew?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Kara
Kara.
Jean?
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for Lance's kid to get a little older, man. I can't wait to introduce him.
Mary, you were in your 50s when WoW happened? Oh, wow.
Wow.
Mary, how old are you?
What a legend.
That is so
By the way,
cool.
Mary, I see you in other creators' chats all the time.
Yeah, Mary,
I've seen
I
Mary.
caught you in a Taliesin and Evitil
Yeah.
stream the other day.
I've seen Mary in other people's chats. She is a World of Warcraft
She's a World of Warcraft ride or die.
fanatic. She loves WoW. I feel that statement, fellas. Hell yeah, Zugsy, let's go. I agree. Classic is the best MMO for a time when we had that PC with a small screen and internet would take forever to do anything. Yeah, because your whole life was... You had nothing to do. I play retail on my Steam Deck. Yo, Brandon. Steam Decks are fun. I was just playing on it last night, actually, until 2:30 in the...
That's crazy.
So... I've been playing WoW since I was 10, about to be 27. My brain function is wired to WoW. We're literally in the same exact boat.
We're just a little bit younger.
Literally.
Yeah, a couple of years younger.
Creetsy, thank you. And Lobos for the follows. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate the love. Thank you. Okay, guys, I think it is officially time to start getting to some news and breaking down some stuff going on across the industry as well as World of Warcraft. So, with that being said, let's get into the weekly cooldown. Please, God, play the animation. All right, it's time for the weekly cooldown. Your full recap of everything that went down in World of Warcraft this week, from blue posts and patch notes to class changes, leaks, and more. We're breaking it all down for you right now, whether you missed a day or the whole week. Click that Hearthstone and get ready, because this is your reset. Boom, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We're here, and we're ready to rock and roll. Let me fix my chat. Hold up.
Can I just say something before we get started on this?
Let's hear it.
I see a bunch of people talking about how they started maybe when they... Luna said she started when she was 32. Other people saying they started when they were 43. Did you guys think... There's no way you thought this game would be going for 20 years, right?
No fucking way.
Like, when you first logged it... And then let me ask you this. If you knew that World of Warcraft would be a part of your life for 20 fucking years, would you have downloaded it?
Oh, I don't... That's a tough question,
Would you have still downloaded it?
Lance, that is a very tough question to ask. Like, Dude, I don't... Yeah, for me, I have to say yeah. World of Warcraft is my life. And
Heck no.
Not in a completely addictive way, just because, like, I have such a deep passion and love for it that I can't see my life without WoW.
I would have taken it more serious.
I love that.
I'm going to ask that question for everyone, not just the people who are, maybe a little bit on the older side. Anyone who's been playing for more than 10 years, just if you've had more than 10 years playing World of Warcraft, if you knew it would have lasted this long, would you have fucking hit the download button and bought the game?
Look at Malvino on the bottom. We'll go through his comment in a second.
Let me Twitch at all, bro. I'm sorry.
Fix really quick, guys. I don't know where my alert box is. Hold on. Can't find it.
19 years over and over again.
I don't know where.
Hell yeah. My son was just starting elementary school. Now he has 3 kids. That's insane.
Wow. Incredible. Shout out to you.
Started in 2005, man.
60 phone typing. Holy shit. Sorry about
I'm
that.
69 now. Started when WoW was
man.
launched. Nice. 69.
I'm going to be honest, guys. I think we're at the point as a community and people and players. I think if you've been playing WoW this long, you're going to see it till the wheels fall off. Either you or the game. Either your wheels are going to fall off or the game are. Like, I don't think there's another option. For me personally...
Well, hold on. Let me ask the question before you, and I know where you're going.
Go for it.
Let's say WoW goes another 20 years, and it's going strong. Do you see yourself still wanting to be here for the next 20?
Me?
You.
Absolutely. It's my dream as a content creator to be able to hold down content for the best MMO of all time. I take such pride in the fact that I get to put out content at a very high level and give people quality entertainment, guides and things to help them in their day-to-day that people I look up to.
Okay.
All these people in the chat, all you people playing for 20, 30 years, 60 years old, 70 years old, 50, 60, 40, 30. I look up to you because you're exactly where I want to be. I want to be 50 years old playing WoW as passionate as I am. I want to be 40. I want to love the game. I want to love being a part of the community. I want to do the whole thing. So for me personally, absolutely, it would be an honor to help them live out however long they play or however long they live, to give them content. It's a pleasure of mine. No problem. 100%. No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. And that's the truth.
I agree, and I've seen the sentiment now in chat a couple of times. I hope that I can
Thank you, Kiko, for the sub, by the way. Shout out to you. Thank you so much.
Kiko.
If you guys are here, come back, hit icons in the chat. Come back, hit icons in the chat. We got to get to the point where, oh yeah, Scaldir's already on it. Shout out to Kiko. Thank you. Keep going, Lance. Sorry about that.
I've now seen a few people in the chat say that they hope that they get to play with their kids one day. And I know I feel the same way. My son...
Oh, absolutely.
I can't wait till the day that I could share this with him and be like, Atlas, this is what I've been doing. Like, this has been my thing.
You know what I was thinking
life.
the other day? I was just thinking the other day, like, yo, how crazy would it be if I'm building up this house in the neighborhood and I eventually show it to him one day.
Oh my god.
Wouldn't that be fucking insane? Is that crazy to think about?
That would be awesome.
Be like, yo, here's my house.
Yeah, that would be great.
Like, or like, obviously a horrible situation. Like, what if I pass away and I have my son or daughter or Atlas or, you know, your kid, they go, man, what was he up to in WoW? Like, when he was alive? Like, what was he doing? What, like, is this his home? Why did he decorate it like this? Why did he put the walls up?
Yeah.
Like, isn't that such a legendary thing to think about?
100%. And that's one more thing that makes this game feel like a world. Right?
And your baby in utero already knows the words, fuck, shit. That's good.
Let me tell you, by the way, so you guys know that new housing trailer that came out during the State of Azeroth with the Ozzy tribute in it?
Yes.
So my son, he watches that video. He loves the rogue killing the Void Walkers. He freaks out every time he sees by the way, he's 1.5, he's almost 2. But every time he sees the rogue stabbing this Void Walker, he looks at me and he goes, oh, every time, and he makes me replay it for him. But
shout out to 1under for the follow, appreciate it.
Huge, thank you. But then when Mama I'm Coming Home starts playing, he's now singing it, and just today he started going, Mama, home. And he's never strung to, it's just crazy. And
it's a very interesting.
I can't wait to be able to sit him on my lap and be like, son, this is my game.
For all you people in chat, how many of you have kids that you want to have them play World of Warcraft with you? How many? And be honest. No bullshitting, because I have a follow-up question. I want to know. Now, for those of you answering yes and you're putting it in chat now, this is a very interesting discussion. What class are you going to try to push on your son or daughter to play? Like when they're playing with you. And this is very interesting. And why? Are you going to have them play a healer? Are you going to have them play a tank? Are they going to play dude? And why? I'm just very curious. I just want to hear the because one day I'm going to have a kid and I don't know what I'm going to do one day. What about you?
I'm not going to try to push him into anything because I want to see where his personality leads him. Interesting. Because I do think the class you pick in WoW and the one that ends up really speaking to you and you end up maining has something to do with personality.
I do. Well, think about it like this. Most of the time, if people main warriors hardcore, they usually work out and they're in shape and they're fit or they're big. Usually,
big, burly.
If they play a mage, they're usually on the skinny side. They're usually
built like me.
Yeah. If they play something like a warlock, they're a bit emo and they're dark and they're
edgy, just a little edgy.
Or the demon hunter, for example. Who's our homeboy that makes the content? Jedith? You ever seen his haircut?
He's a little edgy. He's a little on the edgy.
He's a little edgy. So my point is you're absolutely right. Classes have distinct like personalities.
Yeah, I want to see where it goes because I don't want to push like Shadow Priest or my class on him.
Yeah.
Because that's also not going to help him fall in love with the game. I want to see what makes him fall in love with the game.
Very interesting.
You know what I mean?
Let's go through some of these responses here. Zithril says, I'm here. I have a kid, 3 years old. The time is coming soon. That's epic. I want to hear about that journey. Kara Jean, I need a tank, so they have no choice. Likely a druid. Mage or paladin, they better learn the tank. Daughter, mage. Son, probably warrior. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to have to identify my husband's body by the back of his head from always play. Oh, God. My daughter's a computer gamer. She tried WoW. She'll try WoW one day. Okay?
Nice.
Those are my favorite classes. That's funny. My oldest wants to play. She wants to play a hunter because she likes pets. I mean,
that's fair.
That's such a true thing. My son still plays with me. He's 50.
I
Wow.
love that,
Holy
man.
shit, Mary. What a legendary life you live. I need a pocket tank. Druid, she loves animals. Death Knight, I want to see a cringy goth face.
Yo, what if you just start showing her Warcraft 3 or your kid Warcraft 3 and putting
my God.
Wrath of the Lich King
what if their
first
game was like Warcraft? Holy shit.
By the way,
and
that's gotta make you smart though, Warcraft.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Your APM and multi, oh my God, what's the word? Like you're handling multiple things at once.
Hand-eye coordination.
Sure, whatever. But there's another term for it, but you have them play Warcraft and then you introduce to them World of Warcraft and Classic. Yo, that would probably blow their fucking mind.
Yeah, you show them Warcraft first, and then you show them WoW. Because that would push them into wanting to be either a paladin or a death knight. For sure.
You think so?
There ain't no way you're gonna play through the Arthas storyline and not want to be a fucking paladin or a death knight.
They don't really know what the hell's going on. Probably have to tell him.
Depends when you start.
Probably have to tell him about it. What about gun hunter players? Shit, you're right. Pocket healers, let's go. How to create characters in Vanilla WoW to support his character. Oh man, yo, what is up with the pet training? I can't believe there's Pokemon in this world. My son's a huge gamer, but his thing is FPS games. Yeah, that's usual. That's very typical. It's very, very typical. APM actions per minute. I'm a druid. Need a pocket tank. That's funny, man. Anyways, I just wanted to hear that from you guys. I thought that was interesting. Let's get into some of this. More class changes on and UI improvements coming with Midnight Patch 12.0.1. Hold on one second. Let me fix something. Can I? There you go. Much better. So Blizzard made a recent announcement, release of the new patch. We're going to get some improvements here. One of them is based on the UI enhancements to the damage meters, boss alerts, and more. So I believe if we click this link, we'll actually get some clearer breakdowns. I'm not going to go through class changes. That is a slog. I mean, guys, I can go here all day about this. Gabriel, shout out for the follow. Thank you so much. Guys, we're getting a lot of viewers on Twitch tonight. Thank you guys so much. We have almost 60 viewers right now.
Yeah, really appreciate that.
I think our all-time record is like 80.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. All the class changes. In the cooldown manager, icon padding can now be set to 0. But there was one that was big. Where is it? I don't know where it is. There was one that was like pretty sizable in terms of change. I think maybe I might have it. Let me go over here for a second, guys.
6 nameplates, please. Oh, yeah.
True. You're absolutely right.
100%.
Twitter. Am I signed in on my Twitter here? Let's.
Twitter, huh?
I believe. That's good. Think. Is it? Okay, so one of them here. Let's open this up. Shout out to Mr. GM as usual. Fucking incredible content creator. In patch 12.0.1, you'll be able to change the boss ability warnings to show as bars instead of just default.
Oh, interesting.
Little raining down. So you get some updates here, and then there were also changes.
That's actually good.
No, absolutely. It's a major W.
Yeah.
By the way, another thing to bring up, and I'm not trying to rag on Classic anymore. I'm over that. But when I was on TBC, I was like, oh man, I wanna be able to track this spell. Let me like instinctively I was like, yo, let me open up the cooldown manager. And then I was like, holy shit, that doesn't exist.
Oh yeah, I need to get the week.
And then I need to go download weak ores and then find the fucking animation and then import it and then customize. Bro, you don't even know cooldown manager is awesome. It's so convenient.
You know, listen, it's not as powerful as weak ores was definitely, but it's nice to have it in the game.
The level of convenience it brings is just peak to me.
Well,
that's
yeah,
my point.
It's very hard for you to get that on. I'm assuming you were talking about on the Steam Deck.
No, it wasn't that difficult. Oh, he got his collector's edition.
A lot of people.
You lucky dog.
A lot of people have started, by the way. You should probably check your mail.
No way. Did anyone get their collector's edition yet?
Do you know where your tracking is? You could check the tracking.
No.
And now you have 2 common.
Why is not Barb Shot tracked by cooldown? It is. What do you mean? I thought it was. I'm almost positive it was. Am I crazy? I think I have it in one of my videos, too.
Yeah, not being able to track the trinkets or potions is pretty bad.
Wait, yeah, that's a big one.
I've seen someone whose workaround is that they created an actual bar and hid all of the ones that aren't in use and just put their potions and...
Yeah, very interesting.
And trinket and just put it there.
It is Maiden? Okay, cool. I thought so. I thought I was fucking crazy. 12.0.1, class changes, map update, login screen, UI updates. Because I saw one for the DPS meters that was like a really big, honestly, like a notable change that I wanted to bring up.
This was so cool, man. The Northern Live thing.
Oh, yeah. Did anyone go to this Northern, or is going?
February. I want to go to that.
Hold on. Going to the Northern Live thing on February 21st in Toronto? Yeah. Broform, are you going to that? Let me, fix my...
I would love to go to that, but getting to Toronto that close to the launch when I have to take time off for the launch would be tough.
Nice. Let's get
any Canadians, who are gonna go?
See you later. So they also made some additional changes to the pre-patch. I think we all know the pre-patch is pretty horrible. It's not a good event. It's not fun. It's not cool. The theme is a little bit bland, and they could have done substantially better, in my opinion. the worst pre-patch event of all time. Now, with that being said, what are the improvements? What can we do to make this thing better? How can we avoid this disaster from happening ever again in World of Warcraft? Let's see if they continue to make actually good changes. Twilight Rare Event completion now gives 35% of a level for a total about half a level while including ritualist and rare kill experience. So for leveling up, it will now give you a flat percentage of your entire level.
Is it every time you kill a rare?
No, the rare event.
Oh,
so like you do the whole event, you walk through whatever. So it gives about 35% of a level, which is pretty good. I also saw something along the lines of world quests. Yes, I believe it's right here. World quests will give you a fat amount.
Nice.
For example, this is 8,000 XP plus 6. That's about 24k. So 24k is about 66% of a level.
Oh wow, yeah, that's good.
Is that right? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's about relatively.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go. The number's right. 66%. So doing each world quest actually gives a pretty good amount of XP, but you know, still, the event is horrible. It's bad. It's not fun. But for leveling, it's pretty good. So, guys, my point is, and the reason why I added this is not to just shit on the event more. It's actually to tell you, if you're... Andrew, what's going on? If you guys are leveling from 70 to 80, now is a great time to just log in once a day, do a couple world quests, bang it out. See you later. So, if you have any alternate characters you'd be interested in trying...
Oh, my monk.
Yeah, whether it be a monk, a hunter, whatever alternate class... Get on them, do a couple world quests, keep them in the zone, and then log in every couple days, and you'll level up very, very fast.
Yeah, I should do that.
So definitely take advantage of that. Additionally, there was a very interesting interview, guys, over the last few weeks for World of Warcraft. Has anyone else heard of quotes or anything or thoughts from this week of World of Warcraft when it comes to Holly Longdale? Anybody? Anybody heard any discussions or talks or topics or drama? Because typically around retail World of Warcraft, there is nothing but drama. Lance, have you?
Yeah. I, definitely, I heard a lot of the drama on this.
Did you really? What was the drama, Lance? Talk to me about it.
Not that I agree with any of it, and,
I wish we did not call it Warcraft.
Yeah, by the way, I think a lot of people who are upset about that either A, didn't actually watch the interview, or are taking something that was kind of said as like, okay, yeah, Chris Metzen said that, but like she said it in a laughing way, like it's a tongue-in-cheek way he says it, like, oh yeah, you know,
like, probably
like,
I wish we didn't even call it that, you know?
Yeah, like in a board meeting, like, man, yeah, that's kind of, you know, intimidating. I wish we didn't call it Warcraft. And then she says right after, but she's like, yeah, but no one, you know, when people think about Warhammer, they're not upset that they called it Warhammer, right? And it was like...
That's not what was said. Yeah, Malf, and that's kind of leading into what he was saying. It's like... It was like very...
She said it...
Obvious that it wasn't meant
she
like
said
that.
It in... Yeah, he said it was like... Oh, you know, a joke around the office is Metzen comes in and he goes, oh man, I wish we didn't call it Warcraft, right? Like... And... If you actually listen to the fucking interview, or you understand how to, like, digest and have media literacy at all, you would understand that the way she was saying it was a fucking joke. She laughs right after saying it and then says, oh yeah, but, like, no one thinks that about Warhammer. So it's like, use your... you know, listen, it's like classic players being hysterical over it, and using it as a way to then shit on Holly, like, oh, this is the woman running World of Warcraft. What does she know about the game? Motherfucker, she's been handling MMOs since fucking EverQuest. Shut up.
She handled one of, if not the greatest MMOs of all time. And you want to sit here and act like, oh, she's a woman, she's running WoW, and this is why it's the way...
You don't like Holly? She gives you bad vibes.
How is that?
Vibes. Also, by the way, ever since she took over the ship, which was in the middle of Shadowlands, she took over, right when shit started turning around in 9.1.5, the game has been nothing but getting better.
Say what you will about this, guys. Since Holly Longdale has completely taken over, the course correction of World of Warcraft has been insurmountably better. Shadowlands I was like, holy shit, Classic just came out. There's going to be, I'm sure, the re-release of TBC in a couple years. That's what I was thinking. And I thought to myself, is this the death of retail WoW? Like, will I ever be interested in retail WoW again? I remember when Dragonflight, I saw the trailer, I still wasn't that interested. I remember when the Dragonflight expansion launched, still wasn't that interested. Even though we were getting views. Still not that interested. I remember the War Within. Same thing with the War Within. I'm like, maybe I'm a little bit more interested. Now it's to the point where, like, the more I play it, the more I understand what's going on. The additions they've made and the changes, the course correction took so much work. The damage these expansions caused have been a disaster. But my point is the leader at the helm is changing things, nothing for the better. Now, of course, the vibe check is a personal thing. It is what it is. But the truth and fact of the matter, because I only try to talk about facts, not feelings and opinions, okay? Fact is, the game is course corrected drastically better ever since Holly's gone on board.
Bro,
and she is a badass.
First off, do you guys understand how massive World of Warcraft is?
World of Sims, that's cap, Leaky.
She wants it to be World of Sims.
That's cap, and
okay,
you know
well, now
it,
you're
man.
just gonna, like, if you're gonna argue,
no, you're
in,
trolling,
like,
man.
yeah, if you're gonna troll or like argue in bad faith, that's one thing.
Let's have a real discussion here. Let's have a real discussion. No memes. I get memed on every day I put out a video, man. Like, let's have a real discussion, community discussion, guild discussion. Like, let's work through it. No memes, no memes, no memes. Even though I like joking.
It's good that they borrow from other MMOs, but the version we got in Dragonflight was just sluggish and bad. Are you referring to dragon riding?
Oh,
because if you're talking about like the Guild Wars 2 version, which I mean that looks cool
Martha
and all,
Stewart edition,
but
that's fucking crazy.
dragon riding's pretty good.
That's good. Pick out the talent tree completely. You think so? I actually really like the talent tree now. Maybe a hot take. I like the talent tree.
I like the talent tree now.
I like it.
I mean, the thing is with talent trees in general, especially in the way WoW is played now, it's always going to be an illusion of choice, right?
Okay.
You know, if you're trying to play at the highest level. So, like, it depends. But I do know, like, optically, I think people enjoy this more than they enjoyed, like, the mop talent trees, I would say.
Herothian, you're hilarious. Kelly, what's going on, Max? How we doing, baby? Welcome. Love you, buddy. I'm Mojo. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate the love. Skywriting is still being improved on and still needs more safeguards for health. By the way, I think you're right. Because, like, I'll try to have Star do skywriting, and she gets, like, dizzy and nauseous immediately. Isn't that weird? I don't feel it even for 2 seconds. But
I definitely don't.
But for some people, how many of you people, when you do skywriting, you get kind of weirded out with your eyes and everything? It's like, it's a lot. Like, there are people like that.
I believe we eventually go back to mop talent rows. And you know what? That wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. I'm not saying that's a good or a bad thing.
Time to full screen. Ooh, mop talent trees aren't a bad thing. That shit was fucking a disaster. It's the worst version of talent trees of all time.
You know, when they initially brought us in Dragonflight...
Let's ask the people before you get in your point. What do you guys think? Should we go back to Mr. Pandaria classic type talent trees where it's like 3 options, boom, 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 and you pick, and you have maybe 6 or 7. Go, sorry.
No, so, like, I think when they initially, you know, showed the Dragonflight ones, and then we got to play with that, I was like, oh, this is so much cooler, and it makes me feel like it's, like, you know, gives you that classic feeling of what WoW is.
First time chat by 1 under, just to say no to you. Shut your ass up.
Well, I'm not saying that they should. I'm saying...
I'm just messing.
I don't think the mop talent trees are that bad.
Oh, my.
Because,
okay,
you know,
are they worse than Cataclysms?
No. I don't think they are. I actually think Cataclysms is the worst they've ever had been.
Really?
I do. I think the mop and beyond, like mop to Shadowlands, is better than that. And the thing is, all of those points, and while it's still illusion of choice, yeah, but all of the points mattered and they gave you something powerful every single time.
Listen, I will say the second you got them, it was a superhero point that you used.
Yes.
But the leveling bracket, and we've seen videos on this, probably even from Belluar, like the progression scaling is so steep. Like it's 1 level you feel this, and then you're not doing anything.
Well, no,
until you get it again.
It sucks for leveling.
It's horrible for leveling.
It sucks for leveling.
I would say my point is I was all bullshit. It was all bullshit. You had the set talents. It's just, and of course you have the same argument you can make today, like, oh, everyone's going to use the best build ever, okay, whatever. But there is still minor versions of choice that don't lose you grandy, like, a vast amount of percentage in DPS loss, tanking ability, or heals. Like, for example, if you don't pick the right talent in Miss Pandaria, you're going to lose a chunk of either DPS, survivability, or whatever.
Definitely.
Like, a chunk, very
100%.
heavy. Now, with the modern day talent calculator, it's very minuscule. It could be a couple percentage points at best, at your best day. Like, so I feel like of course, there still is an illusion of choice because there's always going to be a meta build, but it's a lot less, more impactful if you want to fuck off and do whatever build you want, if that makes sense. Does anyone understand, like, what I'm saying here? Am I crazy? I don't know.
I don't think you're crazy.
That's my thought.
I don't disagree. But I don't think... I think people hate on those probably more than they should. And I do think it makes it easier to design the game. Especially
yes,
at a time when they were adding every fucking expansion some sort of borrowed power on top of it.
I'll give in a little bit. I think if they modernized Miss Pandaria talents and they combined it with things like the hero talent tree as well as Apex talents, then you got some good stuff. Because...
Well, that's kind of what they had, because during that time we went from... I mean, if you're going to talk from like Legion, you had your Legion artifact, plus then in BFA you had that, plus your Azurite gear.
Yeah, you're right.
So you had these things on top of it. And I think if you're going to go into a route where maybe they do start like adding some more I can't fucking speak, borrowed power, then yeah, that's not a bad thing. I do think now it's not the time.
No, fuck borrow power. Never bring that shit back ever. Do not ever bring borrow power. Always work on evergreen systems like delves and things that are like spend time investment on things for the future. Fuck borrow power. Never again. My point is if I think a system like that can only work in today's day and age if you combine it while maybe a little bit of expanding on the hero talent trees, each of them, be a little bit of expansion on Apex talents. I think that would be enough to where it's like, okay, we might have something here that feels not like swamp ass.
XTH brings up a good point. Borrowed power was mostly bad because warbands didn't exist.
Wait a second. Back to full screen. Are we really about to get into the borrowed power discussion / argument? Because we've had a hot take debate, me and Lance, on borrowed power. This is our biggest argument me and Lance have to the day we die. He likes the idea of borrowed power. I fucking hate it.
When done right.
When done right.
Artifact weapons fucking bang. I don't give a shit what no one says.
Heart of Azeroth.
Did not bang.
A fucking Heart of Azeroth.
Did not bang. But, yo, artifact weapons fucking bang.
Legendary armor and items. Shadowlands.
No. That's bad.
Exactly. What else do we got? Complete borrowed power. Think beyond. Mop. Did we have any borrowed power in Mop? Where was the legendary cloak? Wasn't that still Legion? Was that Legion or BFA? Which one was that? Legendary cloak.
BFA.
BFA?
At the end of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that's a 2-for-1.
In the, what is that? What is that fucking raid?
Was there any borrowed power? I guess kind of.
Well, Shadowlands, you had Covenants.
Heart of Azeroth? Yeah, fuck right off.
Essences were dope. Actually.
Shadowlands, that's a great example. Borrowed power there as well.
Yeah, the Covenants.
Get that shit out. What do you guys think?
Hold on. Because you know what?
This is a very big debate in the Comeback Kids community right now.
I think something like Covenants, if they don't make it so restrictive and like don't make it so you can't change, that banged too. I'm sorry.
I also think if you do the Covenant systems properly, like the actual renown progression, that could feel good. I also think that would bang too. And but that's different though. Obviously, you don't tie Covenants to power. You tie them and you give them the ability to change. And I think they believe they did that. They did. What patch was that?
9.1.5, I believe. Right when fucking Homegirl took over. Holly took over.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's very coincidental. Weird. Anyways, my point is, Covenants and Shadowlands certain systems can work with just 2 expansions later of modernizing. You know what I mean? Legion was the best borrowed power. Yeah, Lance will beat his chests at the top of Empire State Building.
Well, Legion's the best expansion ever made.
And just say that. That's what I was gonna say. Lance will go like King fucking Kong to the Empire State. He'll climb there, no chalk and all. Climb up, take off his shirt, show the dad bod. Legion's the best expansion ever.
Bro.
100%.
No, TBC is great. And they're both in my top 3. Legion is the best expansion.
Yes. For me, I think Legion is the best expansion of all. The dungeon pool is really solid. The first introduction, Mythic Plus. The raids are S tier almost across the entire board.
Class
Phenomenal.
order halls.
Class order
Mage
halls
tower.
and stories and artifact weapons and artifact powers. There was reasons to log in every day. I think the introduction of World Quest as well, right?
So Nicholas, in Legion, I
Holy
wasn't
shit.
much into like following the WoW
Or is that
community, and
BFA?
I just kind of played the fucking game. And let me be honest with you, I just loved it.
Wait a second. Were there World Quest? World Quest was initiated.
World Quest was a Legion thing.
Okay.
That's when they stopped doing dailies and they
By the way,
implemented World
by the way,
Quest.
the Legion versions of World Quest I think are better than today's. I think World Quest have
They
regrets.
took longer to do.
But they were more impactful, and they also gave you those emissary chests that
They
had
were good.
the ability to give you rare things.
No.
Even legendaries and mounts. In there.
Yes,
Remember that?
No. Legion World Quest were the best. The problem is World Quests have actually gotten worse.
Well, 100%.
Because they've stagnated and they haven't, like, they really need to implement and improve World Quest.
Let me tell you something right now. If they give us World Quest 2.0 on top of Prey, on top of Delves and Labyrinths,
Chris Metzen is not the reason Legion was good. Chris Metzen's like a story guy. He's not a game design. Like, he's not designing gameplay systems and elements. Story, overall design is like his bag.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we can. I don't want to say Chris Metzen is the reason Legion was good. I don't want to go that far. But he definitely had something to do with it. And he's going to have something to do with probably the story becoming good again in the future. You know, in Midnight and beyond.
I agree. You can't really improve on old World Quest
You're right,
due to
Danimal.
limitation. World Quest due to limitations. We can't improve on World Quest. That's tough. I don't believe it. I just don't find that believable. There has to be a way.
No, I'm pretty sure if we fucking, even us as a team here, sat down for 5 hours.
Okay, let's think
like
about
it was
it.
our job to think of how to fix it.
Okay,
You
let's
could
talk
think
about
of
it.
ways
Let's
to
ask.
improve
We
it.
got 180 people in the chat combined across YouTube and Twitch. How can you make World Quests better? I'll start. Back in Legion, they had the idea was if you did 4 quests in XYZ variant, for example, for reputations for like the Wardens, or if you did them for the people from Ajara or the High Mountain tribe, you would then get an emissary chest. In that chest, it would give you some gold, whatever, but then also a very small chance at a very rare exclusive reward, whether it be cosmetic, a potential mount, and even a legendary. I remember this very clearly because I got one from one of my chests.
Junie actually makes a good point. The addition of special assignment to World Quest is a start to make it better. That's
True.
cool because the special
Agree with that.
assignment
I was in BFA too, true.
was kind of like fun. Actually, some of them were pretty fun. Like the one
Hirochi, much love. Good night, man.
the one in the Isle of Dorn when you have to fly the Griffin and then shoot the lightning at the big Titan.
Yeah. Special assignments, yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
a cool special.
I think the special
those
assignments
were pretty
are cool.
Oh, the one in fucking Undermine
But-
where you get to snipe the guys.
But at the end of the day, what's the reward here? Like, it does give us a piece, and I believe it's a veteran piece, if I'm not mistaken. It's your first epic that you can obtain. And I remember, because in the War Within, I got my
brain dead
I
take,
got my
Max.
weapon.
Brain dead take.
My point is this. That's just another quest. How can we make it to where I'm I'm logged in for the week. I got to do maybe my weekly world quests, which are the special assignments, which I do like, but they never scale them, so they're end up irrelevant in 2 weeks. My problem is, how can we get that feeling, ladies and gentlemen? Feelings is what get people to do certain things. How can we get them to have a good feeling of wanting and needing to go do world quests right now? You will catch me doing world quests the first week of a season.
Well, you know what?
And never again.
Prey could help with that too.
Prey will absolutely help with that.
Making it so when you're
You're
doing
forced-
world quests,
because you-
you might get fucking bombarded by someone who might tear
because
your
the
asshole
idea of
open.
Prey is you're forced to be out in the world and do XYZ, and you might as well do it because you're right next to it. Tie world quest to other activities, to Prey, Delves, or whatever. Interesting. Bring back emissary caches with the mounts in them. True. The boss,
in Legion, there was world quest that would tell you to go do a dungeon.
Boss Rush and Dragonflight? What is that? Cephaloon. Can you tell me what that is? The Boss Rush and DF? I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot when it comes to Dragonflight. I did not play enough. Prey is opt-in, not forced. Remember that. True. What I wish is that they come out with VR. All right, man. If they could scale the special assignments rewards, much like the Vault, that would be awesome.
Interesting.
My problem is, guys, is we all know you do world quests the very first week of the season. They're irrelevant afterwards. You never do them again. They're boring. And they're horrible.
Hey, 800 gold's 800 gold. Come on. Come on.
$50 is $50, huh?
800 gold for like 1
I'm
minute of work
asking
is
you,
not bad.
is that the route we're going?
No, but I'm just saying. 800 gold's not that bad.
$50 is $50. That's all I heard. That is the craziest shit ever. I tried to play with my son, but okay. Make rewards actually rewarding, not something you might do on a fresh ult. True. The problem is we're being bribed to do activities rather than drawn. Ooh, I like that. Very interesting.
Yeah, but if you make it so like the rewards, so like,
oh, you need world quest to reward profession points or transmog tokens or something, or
That's
even mount
interesting.
tokens. You know, I did make that argument that there should be a currency earned out in the world for the activities that you perform
wait,
that can build
we're
and
doing
spend.
all this. The solution was in Legion Remix.
What, heroic world tier?
Heroic fucking world tier and then scale the rewards up. That's the fix. That's literally the fix to World Quest to make them better. What are we thinking? Actually, they already did it. They figured it out in Legion Remix. We have the answer. That's it. Holy shit. What are we talking about?
Chat, am I cooked?
That's a great first step. And then add in bosses. Add in elite camps. Right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, listen, I love the idea of Heroic World Quest. You don't need to convince me. Like, I love Heroic World Tier. Make them fucking juiced up to the guilds. Let me get some cool achievements that can lead to cosmetics. Give me rewards toward professions. Give me better rewards toward gear, or maybe
Have
even
rare
like,
bosses there.
even give me not just, I think, what is the first one? What's the first crest it gives? It's not even weathered. It's like, is it weathered crest actually?
Yeah, I think weathered is
Yeah, weathered. Yeah, have me get carved crest as well. So you go from weathered to carved, and then anything beyond carved, you have to do group content or really difficult delves. Like, shit, yeah, sign me up. I'm there.
Yeah. Also, allow you to do Heroic World Tier when you're leveling.
Wait, really quick, chat. If you guys are in YouTube right now, we're about 10 viewers away from our all-time record on Twitch. If you guys want to show some love to the Comeback Kids and the community, head on over to the Twitch with a second tab.
I'm putting the link right now.
How sick.
This is called inflating the numbers.
That's insane,
Shout
by
out
the
to
way.
you guys. Boost it up. Let's go.
Go for it.
No, but how sick would it be?
Fine, let me open a tab.
How sick would it be if
Yo, what's up,
even
Mega?
when you were leveling, you could do Heroic World Tier in regular game and make it hard? Scale it so, okay, fine, you get more XP and you'll get more chances at some better loot while you're leveling. Who
Yo,
cares?
Lance, are you kind of...
But how cool would that be? Would anyone opt in? Would anyone opt into Heroic World Tier if that was an option while leveling?
Yo, you're kind of cooking.
And then also,
Yeah. Yeah, wait, keep going.
another one, make it so while you're leveling, you could do Heroic World Tier dungeons to make those harder too.
What the fuck did you just say?
More XP for the kill. For each
You're doing
kill.
that thing again, Lance.
What, and give better, and make it so it drops more loot.
What about Heroic World Tier Mythic dungeons, too?
I didn't say that, dumbass. Like,
That
watch your
you're
mouth.
saying Heroic World Tier dungeon is just
For
a
while
heroic
you're
dungeon.
leveling.
Okay,
To
what
make
kind of rewards
dungeons
could you
harder.
possibly give?
More XP and more loot to drop for the whole group.
So what, just like an extra 1 or 2 pieces of loot to drop?
Yeah.
Is that worth it?
More XP while you're leveling? Yeah.
Ifarian, thank you for the resub for 8 months. That's
Oh.
insane. My alert box is broken, guys. I'm sorry. Trying my best. Cooley, what's going on? Good looking.
You
How
wait.
doing, baby?
You don't think that if they gave more XP while you were leveling and more group in a
Cap.
Heroic World
Yes,
Tier,
they
they
would.
wouldn't want it?
People would absolutely do it.
Yeah,
for
because they
sure.
would figure out a way to make it easy anyway.
And by the way, it'd be good for collectors too. Collectors, holy shit, we have 100 viewers on Twitch.
That's insane, guys. You are incredible.
Yo, guys. Oh my god, I don't even have a huge animation set up, or do I? Wait a second. Chat, you know what time it is. If you're here in the chat, Let's get some huges.
Oh!
And we got a sub. Shout out to you, community members. Let's go. Because it's you. Insane shout out to you guys. Let's get it going. You guys are absolutely amazing. This is such an amazing stream so far. Really, you guys have no idea. Me and Lance all day today have been exhausted doing work and prepping and doing everything. And at the end of the day, we still are here with the show, with you guys, and it's all because of you. Thank you all so much. Really,
Heroic pet
an absolute
battles?
pleasure.
That's crazy.
Yo, heroic pet battles.
That's true.
Yo,
Heroic consumables. Bro, you're fucking insane. Yes. Bro, heroic consumes. Heroic transmog. Heroic fucking weapon
yeah,
grinding.
heroic transmog.
Dude.
Wait, they actually have that. Fuck.
Bro, heroic motherfucking
Talent tree.
PRP.
Heroic
no,
talent trees.
Heroic erotic roleplay
What?
in game. Guys, we figured out how to fix World of Warcraft. Fuck. I'm so smart.
Yo, wait, you're fucking cooked.
Fuck.
Grimblade, shout out to you with the gifted tier 1, baby. Thank you so much, man. Mythic consumes. yo, you guys are fucking fried. Yo, you guys are beyond cooked.
Bro.
Like, heroic crafting. Wait, heroic crafting recipes can kind of actually
Heroic
cool.
logging in.
Heroic download.
Bro.
Heroic retail WoW download
Heroic
launcher.
authenticator to log into your account. You have to win tic-tac-toe 100 times to be able to log in.
Heroic PC to buy at Best Buy.
Yeah, we figured the fuck out. Heroic sub.
neighborhoods. Heroic
Yo,
sub.
we figured it out.
Yo, hells. Shout out to freaking hells. Yo, that's crazy. What about my heroic internet connection? Drew! Heroic WoW token.
Yes! We're fucked, dude.
Yo, retail is the best,
Wait,
bro.
guys. I figured out the best
Yo, someone
heroic.
clip this and send it to a classic fucking
Bro,
streamer.
hear
They
me
would
out.
probably have a meltdown right now.
Heroic Brutosaur.
Oh! It comes with a transmog, repair, as well as a fucking fuck.
Mailbox?
No, it already comes with that. A fucking like trainer to train anything you need for professions.
Profession trainer.
Oh my.
And crafting table.
Crafting, yeah. Heroic Brutosaur. $500.
Yep, the $500 Heroic Brutosaur,
And
baby.
it also comes with an item generator. The heroic item generator. You get to make items. Holy shit.
Do you guys play Classic at all or strictly retail?
I was
Well,
just
Sky
play-
was playing Classic just yesterday.
Yeah, I was just playing TBC last night.
I'm
What
a heroic bot
fucking-
now, so
What a disaster.
I'm a heroic bot.
I love TBC and I love Classic. They hold the closest place to my heart in terms of WoW.
We
but
fucking got it.
the problem is that the game just doesn't fit my playstyle anymore. It just takes too much time to do anything, and I don't have the time. I'm more of a casual WoW player, and that's why I enjoy retail a lot. And Classic is just, I don't know, it's a little empty for me, believe it or not. I know that may sound crazy. Hot take, Classic WoW feels empty.
Mythic pre-pat. Dude, you guys are insanely smart.
And by the way, I think that's due to the community, not actually the game. It has nothing to do with TBC and the quest and the designs and the dungeons and the like how the game's designed. I actually think the community in Classic could potentially be worse than League of Legends. You thought I was gonna say it. I know you were, but I do. I think they're fucking. I'm just joking. Anyways, bro, we keep getting sidetracked. I can't even get to the news, guys. Let's get to
Forget
this
the
interview.
news, bro.
Okay.
Let's talk more about heroic.
Bro,
pre-pat.
chill, bro.
No, I think we got a good debate tonight,
You think I made animations for? Holy shit!
too. You made a huge
The fucking huge animation. Oh my god, guys, I'm so sorry. I don't know why that's playing again. Holy shit, I am so sorry. I am so sorry.
I do want to just make it clear. Yeah, no, the Classic player base is not as bad as Leagues. I do want to say that.
Classic players are just heroic dungeon runners. Classic players just do everything that they would do in retail, but takes more time because they think they think more time is more meaningful.
They play
things.
retail with
So,
easier classes
yes,
and with more steps.
and with more work. Wait, heroic classes. Oh my god, you cooked.
The heroic bard class.
We need heroic huges. Oh shit. Heroic emotes. Yo, wait, we kind of do have a form of heroic emotes.
Yeah.
Because if you're a member, you're heroic comeback.
You guys are insanely smart, dude. We have the
Wait a
smartest chat on fucking.
You
Yo,
guys
we have
are
the smartest WoW
fucking-
chat, bro. These
you
guys
guys
are
are
fucking
insane.
insane.
Insane, bro. Heroic classes sounds like something out of. Oh god. They had 0 hero classes planned early in vanilla, like human mage could be archmage. Oh man, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, Night Elf Warriors
Yeah,
were gonna get to be
Lance-
Demon Hunters, and then
I know Lance was telling me about
Dwarf
that.
Warriors were gonna be
Berserkers or something.
no. It was, what's the hero talent tree?
Mountain Vein.
Mountain Thanes.
Oh, interesting. Wasn't the DK introduced as a hero class? Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, the technical title term.
Yes, DKs,
Yes.
Evokers, and Demon Hunters are all considered hero classes
Crazy how monk. Why'd they do that?
because they're not a hero.
Because they don't care about monk. Actually.
Well, they're not like a legendary thing. Like in the lore, you see a Demon Hunter, they're pretty fucking
I agree,
special.
CJ. I think retail leveling needs to, in a way, get just overhauled. I don't even know how they fix it because the main content is endgame content, and when you have people who've played for 20 years, investing resources in leveling is just not really an option. It's not really effective. How they fix leveling in retail, I don't have an answer. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, it's a
Um,
hard road to walk because you don't want it to take forever because you want people to be able to get to the juice of the game where they could actually play with
Heroic
people.
Mythic Plus.
That's in fucking.
This
That's
is
the move.
Like this is the ideas we need at Blizzard Entertainment. Razor, what's going on? Good looking. How are you?
But actually, you know what? They're making some pretty good changes to leveling for new players come midnight, where you're gonna go through the Dragonflight story.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be able to see all of the raids and
Or-
do story mode raids and actually see the whole story.
I mean,
and then they're gonna do the same thing for War
Also,
Within.
you could also do lore walking in the War Within, breakdown, and you could do stuff like that.
Well, they're
It's
gonna push you
cool.
into that now.
It's cool, but they need to up the XP on shit like that, like substantially. Like it's not enough, even in the slightest. Like it's very underwhelming.
Well, you got to get through because they want you to go through the whole leveling campaign that we did to level up, a streamlined version of it. Then they want you to go through the Undermine and Koresh to go from 70 to 80. And it's supposed to be like a 4-hour thing.
Let's be all mythic, legendary.
That's true.
It's actually Bobby Kotick's yacht back in the day.
Bobby
Shout
K!
Shout out to Bobby. Big Bobby Kotick. Heroic campaigns. Holy shit. I mean, this is insane. The ideas coming out of Evoker.
Well,
is
no, because
insane.
I like at the start of an expansion getting your 10 levels. I wouldn't want that to ever go away.
I mean,
Like that's part of that's the best part about
oh, leveling
new
actually
expansions.
doesn't need to exist. Yeah, no, that's crazy. I'm gonna be honest, Osiris. Leveling is so fun when a new expansion comes out. Like, I find so much enjoyment, and this is exactly why I say things about classic players the way I do, because they sit here and say things, and this is quotes. This is not bullshit. Retail has no soul. Retail has no world experience, and this is that. And retail doesn't do this right or that right. But when a classic expansion comes out, all they do is dungeon spam. For me, leveling is getting out in that world, understanding what's going on in these brand new zones and why, what's the story, questing, doing the quest and meeting the characters, understanding the reputations and why I'm even helping this faction, and learning. Like, that's for me. Now, I'm not saying that's for everybody, but my point and what makes my leveling journey just peak is being out there in the world. While classics just spam dungeons. Yeah, fucking Muppets. You're right. I mean, you're right. You're 100% right. Don't need to level up every now and then to experience that. So you want me...
If they didn't have that
it'd be very
at the start of an
difficult to
expansion, a
incentivize
lot of
to
people
go
would just
there.
not do the campaign at all.
Retail WoW is an amazing experience. I don't know what anyone else has to say about it. I think the tides are changing a bit, and people are trying to...
Wait,
are starting to read
Nicholas, you're
between
saying
the
80
lines.
to 90 like at the start of the expansion should be like faster than it
Ooh.
probably is? Because I mean, I don't know about you all, but for me, for the last like 4 expansions, you could get to the max level in like
3
12
zones.
hours.
And also 3 zones, not even 4.
Yeah, it takes like 12 hours.
Yeah, it's really very fast. A lie. Retail is for the heroic young. Classic is for people that log in to walk. No, I just think I think it's a time thing. I think you ask anybody, whether they're an adult or they're young or a teen, whatever, if you have more time on your hands, you can play Classic and enjoy the piss out of it. The problem is everything just takes so much time in Classic. Mounting up is 3.5 seconds. Mining an ore is 3 seconds. Like drinking and eating food and getting together a party and corpse running and fucking, like, everything takes so much time that I don't have to play a fucking video game all day. Like, I want to just play the video game and enjoy what's going on, and that's what retail gives me. And that's why it's like, it's so much, it fits me so much better as an adult, and I'm not in COVID, and I can play 10 hours a day. Retail just, it gives me exactly what I want when I want, not because it's easy or it's free, but just because it just gives me what I want when I want it. I want to go do dungeons. Okay, I can do it almost in a matter of less than 10 minutes. I want to go do solo content. I'll go run some delves. I want to join a raid, a quick raid pug. I can. Like, there's way less friction. Like, and that's why I'm hooked on retail. I'm stuck. Can I join your guild? Fuck yeah.
Well,
Someone send him the Discord.
Yeah, get in the Discord. We can get you in there.
Someone send him the Discord, please. I literally still can't log into my Discord. I'm still hacked, by the way. Shout out to all you guys that sent that dude $2,000.
Cargos and Hammer on a podcast.
I would fucking love to get on a podcast.
I actually like both those guys, particular Hammer Dance. He's actually, I consider him a friend of mine.
I would love to get on a podcast with
and I
any
like
classic
Cargos
person.
as a person.
I would love to.
I don't like the way he thinks about the game at all.
Cargos is so stubborn.
I actually love his content, by the way. I want to make that very clear.
We grew up watching his content.
I love his content.
But let me tell you something.
I'm good. I don't need to speak with
Cargos
him.
is so stubborn. He doesn't want to change the way he thinks even for a second. He wants to stay in 2004. That's it. Fuck right off if you think otherwise. And there's nothing wrong with that. But that's the truth. And I've heard it from his mouth,
I'm
quote
good.
verbatim.
No, I'm good.
But I would love to have a classic person come on the show or go on someone else's show and talk just general topics and discussions. And because, this thing is like, these classic players have like a potato sack pulled over their head on like how retail is when it's really not like that. Like, they think retail right now is literally all housing and it's just microtransaction bananas and fucking, I don't even know what they think. Like, isn't that sad to think?
I know there's things you can buy for housing. I don't even know what they are.
There's really not much at all.
Classic lets you play the game. Retail, you have to do the story to unlock things, and that's not fun. I could just dungeon spam a Classic and not do a story quest to unlock a feature. That's not true, actually. As Kuzi said, yeah, attunements are a thing, buddy. Those are a thing. And listen, I'm not saying that's good or bad, but let's not act like you don't have chores you gotta do in Classic. Let's not, like, rewrite history to fit our own narrative. Let's not do that. Retail needs to get rid of scaling. I do think that, well, actually, no, because you always feel a little bit weaker as you level when you're leveling up. Because you're getting, like, even in Classic, as you're leveling up, you're feeling, unless you're constantly getting better gear, which you're not, you are technically...
Well, the stat scaling changes.
You're getting weaker.
Like, if you have 100 agility at level 5, it's going to be very different from 100 agility at level 35. Understand? So the scaling is substantially different. So, in a way, there's scaling in Classic. And there actually isn't in retail in terms of personal player power.
I mean, it's just different scaling. It's just a different thing.
A different form of scaling.
With that being said, I don't like the fact that everything's always your level.
What I'm hearing is
lame.
Bring COVID back. Yo, I don't want to say it, but if there was another COVID, which will never happen again.
I don't even want COVID, but I wouldn't mind a lockdown again.
Give me a lockdown. Fuck the COVID. Give me a lockdown. Why do people want to skip the 20-plus-year-old story? I get if you have a max character, though, you deserve the choice then. What do you mean skip the story, though? Like, literally a free max level? Like, what do you mean? And by the way, if you're talking about just skipping the story if you've already done it, they have that in retail. You literally can just skip it and go right into World Quest, giving you fat XP.
Yeah, if you have you can just max level character, yeah.
Yeah, and then other activities as well. Perception's rarely the truth, no matter how much it dresses up and pretends otherwise. Sure. Okay.
What that?
It will happen again if it not a matter if we get a new pandemic, but when. Okay. I don't know. obviously I'm not saying I'm hoping for a pandemic.
Well,
I'm
you're not
just
an
saying-
epidemiologist, so you don't know shit, Sky.
I'm
So-
not hoping for a pandemic. I'm simply just saying I'll take a lockdown. Okay.
What story quest are you talking about in Classic, though? They don't really have story quest per se.
No, they definitely
all.
do not.
So there's nothing really to skip or not
You
skip.
have to understand, Classic is one of those games where, in order to understand what is actually going on, you need to read between the lines very deeply. And 99.9% of Classic players pretend like they do when in actuality they don't. They couldn't tell you the single bit of lore of almost any zone that isn't completely on the nose. Like, do they know what's going on in wetlands and why? Why are the Blackrock there? Why are there whelplings everywhere? And I'm sure one of you guys in the chat right
That's
now
actually,
absolutely
Nicholas,
can.
you're wrong. Classic does have stories. You just actually have to dig or actually read.
Yeah, they
to
have
get
a lot.
Them. You know,
they
there's
actually
no,
have a lot, and they're
there's
really
no
well
cutscene.
designed.
There's no cutscenes or anything.
But you need to understand the characters pre even entering into Warcraft. Like, that's why there was how many books made before WoW even came out?
A lot.
It was a fucking 10.
Yeah, Classic definitely has stories.
So my problem is like, no, that I don't know what. Why is Onyxia in Stormwind? Do you not know? Or are you asking me genuinely?
Wait, Meg, are you actually...
Are you actually asking? Because we'll answer any questions you have. Where's Varian during Classic? He was not in the kingdom. He was
Varian
actually
was fighting in an arena.
fucking a slave.
Okay?
Logosh.
He was fighting in the arena with, what's her name? That was going to be her delve companion.
Lyra?
Yeah, she was with him. So,
There. And then Onyxia dressed up
Lady
as...
Katrina Prestor?
Prestor, yeah, that's the name, I know. She was sent by her father because he knew that the only active king at the time
Yep.
was... What was his name? Was it Bolvar?
Bolvar was
Was the what's
regent,
the name?
Regent Lord.
The regent, like, there's a term for, like, a temporary in ownership. There's
Yeah.
a name for that. That he was there, and he knew that his daughter, acting as a mother figure, can get influence onto Anduin.
Well, Bolvar wasn't... No. Bolvar was just... Nefarian was the one who kind of...
No, I'm not talking about Bolvar.
Wait, where are
dude.
you at right
I'm talking about Onyxia's father.
now? Oh, yeah.
Knows that Anduin has no parents at the time, and he knew that if he sent her there as a motherly figure to oversee him and help with her day-to-day duties, as well as being inside the capital, she could have influence on him growing up into adulthood, where he would eventually become king, and she would have major influence over Stormwind and all of humanity.
Well, yeah, she thought she killed Varian.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That I didn't know. Temp Daddy. Yep. Exactly. Onyxia, he has split him with the... I don't know. Variant was captain of the Naga on an island just north of Theramore, held underground in a cave. He was in-game all along. I saw... What?
I don't know about any of that.
Wait, is that true? I'm looking
I
that
don't
up.
think that's true at all.
No, I'm getting memed.
Pretty sure it's a meme, but
Wow, Varian...
And even if that
Rin
is-
classic,
that's
wow.
confirmed like not canon.
There's no way. Is that true? Does anyone have, like, images or...
But they definitely don't do a good job of explaining to you where he is in Classic at all. Because, well, you don't see him until... When does
Classic
he finally
WoW
come? Wrath?
database.
He
Varian
finally
Rin,
gets back?
King of Stormwind. NPC map is not available.
Yeah, because he's not in the game.
Big island near Theramore. Hold on. This is what it says. Hold on. I'm just showing you guys what I'm seeing online. Okay, let's try to settle down. Big island near Theramore. There's a huge place with a 20-man AQ event and lots of Naga. There's a sewer system, and at the end is the king. Deleted in patch... Yeah, that's not meant to be
Oh,
canon.
deleted in patch 1.9, yeah.
Yeah,
so-
but that's not meant to be canon.
I
That
think
was
that was
probably
more of
just
like
an
a-
Easter egg.
Yeah, an Easter egg.
That wasn't meant to actually be.
Yeah.
He's guarded by 62 elite Nagas. How we got into the sewer with Nagas? Bias? Never know. He's more or less just there to be awesome. Yeah, no, yeah. This isn't actually like... This is just a fun little Easter egg.
Well, yeah, you have to go and find the...
Thank you,
You have
Harpy.
to go
Shout out to
find... You have to go and search the lore, right? Which is neither good or bad. But it's so funny when you hear people, it's like they don't know the lore, they never searched it, and they never did it in any point in WoW's history, and then they have opinions on the story and lore when they don't actually know.
Or especially
what the
they
fuck's going
they
on.
have opinions on the story and lore on the version of WoW they don't even play, and they don't even know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to sit here and play classic TBC Wrath, there's no problem with that. It's phenomenal peak expansions. But if you want to sit here and pretend like their story's amazing, and then you really don't know shit about shit, and then you're ragging on retail when retail has honestly been banging the last 2 expansions, kind of cringe. You guys remember the vanilla quest with no ending called The Missing Diplomat? I know that name.
That's in BRD.
Oh, really? Was the guy locked up supposed to be variant?
It's the escort. I don't know. It was
90% of classic players? Yeah, absolutely. And obviously, there's nothing against classic players. My problem is that, like the thing about classic players is they don't just let you enjoy your game. Like, I don't rag on classic WoW. I love classic WoW. I love TBC. I love Wrath. They're very amazing expansions.
Yeah, but if you like retail, you're just a woke chud. Okay? Like, so shut up. You're woke. If you like retail, that's it. It's over for you, bro.
Oak Chud.
I mean, that's what happens.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Like, apparently, if you like anything other than, classic, you're a dumbass. That's the only thing I don't like about classic players. And you know what was really sad is after so much... Wow, this is actually a good classic track. Shout out to this. Temple of the Moon. Wow, that's really good. Let me turn that up for you guys. You can hear that a little bit. My only gripe with classic players, man, is they made us feel like absolute shit for wanting to make retail content. Like, they hate... people that were dedicated, like, supporters and in the community hard. They were like, you guys are never gonna make it. Quote, you're never gonna make it. It's too saturated. Good luck, though. Like, damn. Like, you're that mad I don't want to play and make content on Classic right now? Like, damn. Warcraft sounds so aggressive. Is that weird, though? Yeah, but you're taking that out of context. That's not what that quote was at all.
I mean...
But if sure, if saying Warcraft is too aggressive, yeah, that's fucking corny. But that's not what was actually meant or even said in the entirety of that context of the interview. So be careful.
By the way,
you
are
online.
right. Blizzard does have a bad habit of putting a lot of the story in the novels.
Yes.
But once
that's
again...
how I learned everything.
But once again, though, that's a lot of the
books.
fact that they know that their player base doesn't actually read the story. And it's so funny that people act like they care when they don't seek out the story, they don't read it, they don't pay attention to the story. So it's like, for the people who do want to do it, I don't want them to put novels to be their whole story, but I don't mind for the people who actually want to dive deep. They have a way of really diving deep.
Yeah, but the thing is, Kuzi, is like Classic is the same ecosystem. Like, why can't World of Warcraft lovers just love like I don't know. Like, I love World of Warcraft. I don't just love retail. I love Classic. Like, to death.
By the way, yes, the ending cinematic for Dragonflight is 100%. It was cringe. No one can say otherwise.
Wait, which one? Which one?
The final one where it's like, we did it with family. Yeah, that was lame.
That was fucking awful.
But,
yeah, I agree.
And I know people like to say, oh, wow, Dragonflight was soft. But there was some pretty, like, hard shit in Dragonflight. When you start looking back, there's some shit that goes on with Tyr and in the blue Dragonflight thing, and also in, like, with Farak. There's some pretty dark shit in there. Like, they're forcing these unborn eggs to not be proto-drakes and turn them into these dragons. Like, there's some pretty crazy shit.
Imagine liking both game modes for different reasons. Yeah, apparently that's not a thing for some people, which is very interesting. I just feel like, because if you ask a retail player their thoughts on Classic, it's 90% very positive and that they love the game. It's just not for them. And that's kind of where I stand right now. Like, I really love retail. Like, I love retail. I'm having so much fun, but I also love Classic. But Classic is just not for me.
CRW, do you know the story at all, or are you just fucking spewing nonsense? Because there's definitely dark shit in the story.
Even in the War Within, there's been some pretty crazy shit happening.
Like, think about in the War Within. What about the fact that they were forcing their Nerubians to evolve, like against their will, or the one Nerubian who was fucking keeping people as on strings and like torturing them and using them as puppets and shit. That's pretty fucking dark.
What about even the world of Koresh and the whole world is destroyed and still it's like it's like Dune, where the whole place is like a free for all fucking wasteland. And it's like mad depressing, and we have to stop this all-powerful being from destroying probably everything. Like, that's some pretty dark, cool shit.
No, there's definitely some dark shit. It's like these people go and say this story is fucking, it's cringe or it's soft because they see one trailer or one fucking animation. But, like, you don't even know the story.
It's not even like that, bro. It's not even these little small clips. Don't forget about Narc. That's crazy. It's not even these small clips. It's just the fact that they hear something coming out of a streamer's mouth and they parrot it.
Someone who doesn't know the story anymore,
like,
doesn't read any quest.
like Asmon example. Like, he'll say shit and then just like, obviously the people are just gonna, he's right, but he doesn't know shit about WoW anymore. Like, when he did play WoW, he was God amongst men. He's a fucking legend. Problem is he doesn't, and he knows what he's doing for views nowadays. Yeah, that's why I can't watch him anymore. I grew up watching that fucking Asmongold for 10 years of my life. I grew up watching him. I can't watch him anymore because it's just nothing but negative, like, clickbait, meme, troll content. It's not for me.
We went from Nerubians to Mad Max goblins to Old God. Well, the cosmic thing was always going to be there, and I think that's a product of them having to pivot to the fact that this was going to be a World Soul Saga mid development.
I would love to talk to
tough.
Cargos if he like knows the story of Warcraft in the classic. Like, I'm just out of curiosity.
Maybe he does.
If he does, I would want him to just break it down for me so I can learn too. Like what makes you only love the 2004 version? Like, that's it. Nothing can change.
Who all uses auto quest accept and turn in? A lot of people do. Or even if they don't, they are not reading anything. They're just hitting accept, going to the blue marker, doing the quest, going and turning in, completing, and on to the next. That's like probably maybe 90%.
Starting to sound like Baron Shadow's crazy. They're tripping. Like, Asmon pretends this was dark fantasy. This game always looked absolutely silly.
Well,
hold on. World of
Warcraft had some dark stuff, but World of Warcraft always had it's
always been
a thing since
it's
vanilla,
always
right?
been very stylized. That's the word. People who have played EverQuest and MMORPGs beyond World of Warcraft have always thought it was a soft video game. Period. You ask any hardcore old school MMORPG player, they looked at WoW like, yeah, that game's for fucking
Any
babies.
EverQuest fans that used to play who could confirm this, that EQ players used to say WoW was like the fucking baby game?
Star Wars Galaxies, yeah, that too. Like, compared to those games, it was nothing even close. Like,
yeah,
you wish.
It was, they used to call, actually, from what I understand, they used to call it the Disney game.
Yes. It's always been called shit.
And it's always been a little bit like, WoW's always been pretty silly,
no matter
right?
what, and I've been hearing this my entire life, no matter any direction you go, retail WoW is always going to get shit on no matter what. Period.
EQ players laughed at the idea of Warcraft killing EQ. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean,
but it's not grim, dark, or serious.
No, I don't think WoW was
not.
Ever grim, dark. And yeah, I know people like to bring up like Warcraft 2 trailers and like
fun.
the art.
Yeah, that wasn't World of Warcraft.
But even in those games, like in Warcraft 3, like Chen Stormstout's there.
Yeah, freaking out if a panda's added to the game is fucking crazy.
I mean, he was there, right? Gnomes are here.
I just want epic shit. It's not Disney or dark that's the real issue. It's epic shit. Bro, I'm gonna be honest, no maidens. When I was in Manaforge Omega and I was fighting Dimensius,
I was pretty fucking epic.
It was the most epic gaming moment I've ever had. In terms of epic scale with music, boss fight, design, difficulty, leading a raid team, guild, it goes down as my #1 video game experience of all time. in terms of epic scale. Like, yo, is this fucking happening right now?
Yeah,
this is incredible.
I mean, we were having planets thrown at us.
like, yeah, incredible.
I
For
played
me,
EQ, Ultima Online, and AC. AC is what? I don't know that one. I love Asheron's
Fango
Call.
True.
I love WoW storylines. I've heard all of the chats regarding the new WoW killers. Well, look who is still standing. Yeah, I mean, ain't wrong.
Round 15. Yeah. Fighting a bloody Death Star. Yeah, insane.
No,
That's great.
AC
The
is
very end of the
Asheron's Call.
That's great. The very end of an expansion was epic. There was also the Dalaran explosion, but that's... Well, hold on. There were definitely... Epic is a very tough order to fulfill, though. You can't say everything is epic.
Oh,
because then
Dalaran
it wouldn't
explosion
be.
was not... Well, I mean, that was a pretty fucking crazy way
It was crazy.
to open the expansion.
was
By the
crazy.
way, I didn't get spoiled on that. I know people were like doing spoilers beforehand.
Mhm.
I didn't get spoiled. So when that happened, that was like jaw-dropping for me at the start of the War
I
Within.
literally laughed. I was like, wait, are you fucking serious?
I was like, oh,
I was like,
shit.
no, it just got teleported somewhere. That's what I thought.
I was like, yo, there ain't no way they just did that at the start of this expansion.
Hmm.
Cataclysm had the right amount of evil
Yeah.
deeds. By the way, Cataclysm was also fucking...
Cataclysm had some crazy
Cataclysm
shit.
was very goofy as well. Like the quest line where you're fucking... They're telling you the story that Deathwing came and you have the fucking... They turn you into the
different
giant
people.
gnome who
Yeah.
punches him in the face, or the one thing
Hey,
where it's
Jessica.
like... I forgot what it was. You're riding on the back as like an orc and there's a blood elf on your back and you're riding away on a bike. Like,
Or you're a dwarf.
There was definitely
some...
some-
You know,
yeah, there's some goofy
the
ass
thing
shit
is
there
that
too.
It's just so mind-boggling to me. There's a little bit of that in every single... And even in these recent World of Warcraft commercials, and I'll pull them up in just a second, but there's always that level of goofiness that WoW will always have. Like, and don't get me wrong, like, there's some things about these latest WoW ads that I don't like at all. But there are some things that I do really, like, enjoy. Like, they make me feel like the old... Like, these feel like old school... Like, you know those, like, Ozzy Osbourne ads? Like... They're a little goofy.
Yeah, by the way, those videos... You guys think the Night Elf Mohawk wasn't a goofy thing? Like,
course
yeah,
it
it was
is.
cool. But it was cool because it was goofy.
All right, listen up. Here it is.
Rated T for teen.
Like, things like this.
Having downed Atrigan the Grand
haven't seen this.
Tormentor, Lightbringer
Really?
crown in hand, Valissa Dawnsworn was finally ready to slay, build,
It's goofy. You
decorate,
know what I mean?
and show off in a home of your own in Azeroth. Adventure is calling you home.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's that little... It's cool as shit. Gives a little bit of fun and cool cinematic WoW universe, and then they go into the goofy stuff. Like, it makes me feel like those older ads, you know? Am I crazy for thinking that? Or am I just absolutely losing my fucking mind?
I can only imagine the hate that video got. Like, I
I
already know.
couldn't
Wait,
No,
what was that?
No, that's just what people want.
Oh, what the fuck?
The teen.
I think this is another one.
When it came to
Haven't seen
game
this.
night, Mortimer's place had the best vibe. But being undead meant his snap game was weak. Build, decorate, and host in a home of your own in Azeroth. Adventure is calling you home.
I think this is kind of cool.
Like, listen,
Rated
is it a
T
lot of
for teen.
housing ads? Yes, but also they did spend the last 5 years working on it,
like,
and it's gonna
dude,
bring in a lot of people.
guys.
I mean, there's definitely.
All right,
gonna
let me
be
ask
people
you
who-
something. Have you ever worked on something for 5 fucking years and then not talked about it nonstop? Like, am I crazy?
That was a fucking great ad.
I thought that was great.
That was hilarious.
I don't. Now there are some shit that I don't like. Like, there's some ads that I've seen on housing that I don't like personally.
That one was cool.
That was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Now, I will say also, they need to be a lot more consistent on what animation team they're rocking with, because the more serious animation, like, where it's a little bit more high def, like this is cool, but why didn't they go this route with that recent ad with the Blood Elf girl? Like, if, like, we have to get a very consistent, like, what's the animation team we're rocking with here?
Yeah, I love that animation with the blood elf girl, so I don't even
No,
fucking
I
know
thought
what
it was cool too, but my problem is like, let's be a little bit more consistent. Anyways, that's my beef. But I think that stuff like this is cool, and you guys gotta understand, bro, working on a fucking project and doing nothing but investing, digging into your bank account for 5 years. Yeah, man, I would say, yeah, they're gonna shove housing ads down my fucking ass because it's the hottest thing out for World of Warcraft right now.
So Osiris,
I agree, Dan.
that take is so funny. I'm worried that they are trying to please everyone while pleasing no one kind of thing. I don't know. I think that's
What
like
does that mean?
like I understand the sentiment there, and I understand like that phrase, but them making more content than ever. Like now we're having extra raids in between patches. We're having right now. By the way, this is going to be the first
I
9
think
bosses
they're
we've had in
talking-
one
I think
tier.
he's
Actually,
talking
this is going to
about-
be 10 bosses in a tier that we're going to have at this raid tier. Plus, we're still getting our Mythic Plus dungeons. We're still getting all this stuff. So like the content there is staying the same. All they're doing is adding a new form of content to try to cater to maybe some different types of people. I don't understand how that hurts anything. And it's a completely different team. They literally
think
hired and brought on a
maybe-
completely different team for housing. And as we could see now, it has not hurt the amount of content we're getting at all. Like we're still getting 8-week content patches. And that's not changing.
I think he's talking about this quote from Belluar the other day.
Yeah, but that's a very common thing that people say. If you try to please everyone, you please no one. That's a very
Yeah,
it's
but-
not
well, this just got
a Belluar
almost a
thing.
fucking million views.
Yeah, that's fine too, but whatever. You know, just what it is.
I don't know. I can't find. I don't know. Not sure. I'm doing housing right now as I'm listening to this podcast. Yo, true. No, I agree. They're doing well so far. I'm just worried they're gonna spread themselves too thin. Nah, it's
I
not
heard
possible.
some shit like, and I don't know how
I don't
true
think
this
they
is,
will.
but I heard that to keep WoW operating last year, it cost $100 million. It's
I feel like that's nothing
a lot
for an entire year of
Yeah.
World of
to
Warcraft.
run the game and to keep doing what they're doing. I heard it was like $100 million.
And at the 8-week cadence is fucking amazing. I thought it'd be a lot more with the size of their dev team. I mean, think about how much they're racking in a month across all versions of WoW. And microtransactions. Bro, I think the Brutosaur, how much did that just make them alone?
A lot.
Okay, so what are we talking about? But I know they don't give a shit about like that.
Not even one Sparkle Pony.
Not wrong. But yeah, man, I don't know, guys. I think the state of MMOs is obviously in a very bad spot, but I think we can all agree that I don't think WoW is going anywhere, man. Whether it be retail or the copium that is Classic Plus and what, you know, that may or may not bring. Like, this game ain't going anywhere. Like, it is the MMO of our time and one of the best games ever, if not the best. So, like, I think we're at the point where
So
Keep
I
playing.
think garrisons were a great concept, but I also think that they just were too powerful and had some things that were just very unhealthy for the game. So you can't do that. Like you can't have that much power to where you have your little fucking farm and your mine and all this shit
True
in the garrison. I like the way that they're doing it now with housing. And the one thing I am happy is like if housing was something where it's like you had your own little instance and it was just your plot and that was it, yeah, that would suck balls too.
Mm.
But the fact that you're in a neighborhood and you're able to interact with people and then they have these endeavors, which
yeah,
you did endeavors this week, which is cool,
so
right?
much fun, yeah.
Like that is going to foster community more in this game. And I love the fact that you could have your
Did you
guild
watch our
neighborhood.
video recently? WoW in 2026 is.
I've watched it 3 times, by the way.
Oh, really? I mean,
And by the way, I had no idea you were writing it, didn't see the script, didn't see anything. I just watched it and I was like, holy
Bro,
shit.
I felt like
You
it's
killed it.
such a good video.
Yeah.
Like, and as I'm writing it, I remember calling you. I'm like, dude, I
No, you
fucking
killed
love
it.
retail.
No, you killed it.
If you guys are looking for a video to talk about just straight hype, Midnight and retail WoW in general, check out this video that I'm linking you guys right now. Bro, I'm telling you guys, you will not be disappointed. And by the way, 99% of what I displayed was nothing but facts
I like
the
that video.
entire
I
time.
think you did a great job.
Like, it was nothing but facts. So if you guys are looking for a video that isn't a fucking safe classes to main video,
Well, that's
Go
one
for
of
it.
my that's the type of video that I just
know.
love to watch.
I know.
I love talking about like WoW philosophy, game philosophy, and I like just hearing people's opinions on how they think the game should be, whether I agree with them or not.
Dude, retail's awesome. Yeah, for real. I think retail is fucking cooking right now.
Yeah.
And it's so, and I don't even get angry at certain people who shit on the game. I just feel bad. Like, I feel so bad that nowadays it's the day and age of like just cancel culture in a way. Like, but not culture, but more video game cancel. Like, people like Asmongold and some of these other streamers, they have so much fucking power, bro. And to like sit here and shit on a game when it's doing so good right now, it sucks.
Well,
and I feel bad for some of those
but
people.
the thing is, I say this all the time about like people who have left WoW. I think it's they have put so much like time and effort into the game that when they stop playing it, it's like they're upset and they feel like, oh,
Yeah.
I can't believe I wasted my life on that game and now
Yeah.
I'm gonna hate it. Like it's
Yeah.
an ex-girlfriend and they just want to shit talk it. And bro, even though they're not playing the game, they'll still fucking go on every content creator's videos. This game is woke garbage. It's terrible. How do you keep
Cringe.
playing this?
Cringe.
Stop playing it. And
Why
then
you
the
gotta
classic
do
players
that?
still do it for retail, and it's like, this is not the game I love.
Yeah, but
blah,
why are you
blah,
gonna
blah.
do that shit?
Yes.
It's so fucking lame. I've never hated on a gamer for liking a game. Even the games I despise, like Fortnite. Bro, if you want to go play Fortnite, okay, but like, I'm not gonna go shit on your life right now. Like, what the fuck?
So they have said, and while Jeffango, that's a cool idea. If Blizz would end the saga and they'd make a 2.0 or something like that, that'd be cool. But they've already stated that's definitely not the case. In the sense that, like, if they make a 2.0, it'd probably be like an Overwatch 2, where it's just like updates for the actual game. I don't think we'd
Yeah.
get like a brand new game, but
Yeah,
they're already working on 17.0.
Yeah, World of Warcraft wouldn't get some brand new client like WoW 2 thing, like a Guild Wars situation. It would probably just be drastically upgrading the state of the game. Now, you have to understand, the reason for that is very simple. 20 years people have given into this game with everything they've collected top to bottom. They're not going to give that up. And it would be a nuclear disaster if they did. So,
I also don't think they'll ever do an MMO StarCraft, because it would just cannibalize World of
man, that
Warcraft
sucks,
players.
man, doesn't it?
Like, until WoW is dead, they won't do
Shit,
that.
I would probably go full time into making StarCraft. I mean, it'd be the hottest thing.
Yeah,
now.
WoW 2.0 would only work if you get to keep your things, which is why I'm saying if they do it, it would be like an Overwatch 2 where your account stays.
I think they're going to keep that script, so it's going to be another saga. I don't know.
If they do another saga, I hope it's not just another
Necro,
trilogy.
shout out to
and
you,
they don't
baby. Thank
just,
you for the sub.
you know, I don't want them to get in
Guys-
the habit of just 3-3-3.
Guys, if you're in the chat, get some comeback kid icons in the chat. Shout out to Necro, showing love to your community members, man. Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you,
By the
Necro.
way, if you guys want to show some additional love for primes, only primes, you don't got to spend money, guys. But if you want to, shout out to Gino, thank you, with the big comeback kid icon. If you guys want to head on over to the Twitch from the YouTube and give your primes, maybe check if you have a Twitch Prime, support the channel for absolutely free. You don't got to spend $1. I'm not sitting here looking for a handout. Just if you got any primes, shout out to you guys. You can throw them over there.
So Overwatch was originally supposed to be an MMORPG.
Yes,
It
I
was
remember.
Project
I
Titan.
remember hearing that.
Yeah, it was Project Titan, and they ended up like basically scrapping the RPG version of it, used all the assets, and then made Overwatch. But originally, Overwatch was supposed to be an RPG, or an MMORPG. And yeah, we are pretty much, Osiris, you're 100% right. We're pretty much already playing WoW 2.0, maybe even WoW 3.0, right? If you consider, you know, how different it is from Classic. And they're kind of working on improving the game. So like little things like housing, little things like delves, little things like warband. These are all things that are, if they weren't thinking about, you know, keeping this fucking ship sailing for the next 20 years, why would they start doing these things now all of a sudden?
No, absolutely. Guys, and they said it in an interview recently, they're setting up the next 20 years of World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't something where they're gonna try to, like, all right, we're stopping like, the things that they're doing with native Blizzard UI and all the add-on changes, they know this shit is going to take work and time, but they're doing it because they know they're in it for the long haul. Now, updating graphics, I still think World of Warcraft should be very stylized, but model updates should definitely be a consideration. Do they need to look more real? No, just maybe a little bit of more fine-tuning. And then give a lot more customization options across every single race. Like, we don't need... Shout out to Bucky, thank you with the Prime. We don't need brand new races every expansion. Like, we don't need to do this. Just completely refine all of them that are already in game. Like, make them look better.
Yeah, we need more customization options, especially, like, to the level that the visage forms are for Drakthir. Like, those characters get to do crazy shit.
I mean, fuck the Drakthir. What about the Heronir?
Yeah, or that.
Their customizations are incredible.
Yeah.
They make everyone else's absolute swamp ass looking.
Yeah.
Heronir customization is the best in the game.
I mean, the amount of options you have, yeah,
It's ridiculous.
It's absurd.
I disagree on the no races. I think every X-Pack without a new racer class has suffered.
Yeah, but I would take definitely an expansion where there's no new race or anything like that if it meant updating and adding new things to all races. Like more customization. So, yeah.
Yeah, okay. New hair, new specs, etc. Guys, I still think this may be pure copium. I still think the last Titan is going to bring new specs to World of Warcraft.
That could also, you know what? That could be a thing that they're going to use for a few years down the line, maybe even after Last Titan.
Maybe.
Like more specs.
It just seems very odd. Like, what is going to be the box feature then? I don't even know. Like...
Well, Iceman, they did say that, but also the team has grown so much bigger now, and they have different teams for different things. So, like, the team that works on raids is not that same team anymore. What do you guys think of the new Demon Hunter spec? Well, I'm probably maining it, so I think it's pretty cool. You know, I don't think it's going to be for everyone. And it is pretty simple on the surface. That feeling of, like, fighting against leaving meta is pretty fucking sick. Change up existing classes and specs? Yeah, I mean, I think we should do something like that. Will this expansion be better than Legion? That's a
bold thing to say.
That's a hard task, and only time could tell.
Listen, I will say right now, if Labyrinths smash, and then the prey system feels good, not just early launch, but really far into each season, still feels good, makes me want to go out in the world. If PvP is doing what I'm hoping it's going to do, we have to have a very serious competition.
I think, you know what I really think? I think the last Titan is going to be the real fucking, like, the sucker punch. That's going to be the best. I used to think it would be Midnight, but I think everything that they're learning when they get into last Titan, I think that's when they're going to really hit their stride. And I think that's going to be the fucking knockout punch. But I think Midnight will be good, but I think last Titan has a better chance to, like, especially because we're going back to Northrend, I think that's going to have a lot of fucking, like, people being like, oh shit, that's gonna put it up a tier automatically. The fact that we're there,
a revamped Northrend is gonna be fucking insane.
Yeah, people are gonna flip out for that already. Also, if they just everything that we have in Midnight goes to the last Titan and then they add more,
fuck.
I mean, yeah.
Yo, imagine they keep the prey system in Northrend. Who knows what you could fight over there?
Who the fuck knows what they could make? If we have labyrinths, prey, delves. You already have the housing. You know, there's some shit that they can do. If they make another leap, who the fuck knows? So
Real WAD, realize or not? What does that mean? What? Revamp? Remaster? Is that what you mean? I don't know.
Will WAD release or not? Are you talking about in Classic? Like, are they going to release Release WAD?
I'll relieve you of
I-
your duty.
I have
Someone
no
ban
idea.
that guy. Ban him. Ban him right now. I'm just kidding. Ladies and gentlemen, we have stayed our welcome a little bit too long today. I want to thank you guys all so much for watching and hanging out. We did absolutely phenomenal this stream. We broke over 200 live viewers. That is such an awesome thing to do, and it's truly a pleasure to make content for you guys. We are going to be going live this Wednesday with a nuclear Comeback Kids announcement, so you guys have to be there. I'm telling you right now, it is nuclear.
Oh, actually, yeah, this is a big one. Now that I
You
think I
guys
just
have to
remembered.
be there. I love you guys so much. For real, God bless every single one of you. We are sending you guys over to Touchpad Warrior.
Love that guy.
You guys know who Touchpad Warrior is. I don't need to give him an introduction. He's one of the goats of retail WoW. Show him some love, man. He's a fantastic creator. Show him what the Comeback Kids are all about. I love you guys. God bless every single one of you. Thank you for being
Wait, guys, we
patient.
want to collab with him, so tell him, yo, Sky and Lance, give big ups, bro. Big ups, yo.
Yo, show some love, guys. I love you so much. God bless every single one of you. My name's Sky from the Comeback
I'm
Kids,
Lance.
and we will see you later. God bless, guys. Have a good night. Peace. Have a good weekend.